Welcome to the Osg Podcast. You're signed in. This is 16, the good episode.
Oh god, are we doing it? Are we
doing
this right now?
Wait, is it going?
Yeah,
is it going?
We're on episode 16. Faction 2.
What the fuck is up, gamers? My name is fucking Will Holt, and that's fucking based.
How did I get 3 shrimps?
You start with 3 shrimps.
That's pretty cool.
I have fucking 20 coins.
Explain what you guys are talking about. So.
Well, I found this game on 8. I found a game on 8chan that currently has 9 players online. That's a RuneScape knockoff, and it's called Guild of Gods. Guildofgods.com.
That's
it's
cool.
exactly as it's spelled as it sounds, and it's retarded and it's shitty as fuck.
It's pretty based, and the combat system is probably the most original thing I've seen.
All right, let's go fucking team up on some goblins. Where the fuck are y'all at?
I'm following you.
Follow me.
I'm
on who the fuck's up here killing a chicken?
I'm about to go trade woodcutting store owner.
Wait, where's the woodcutting store guy?
You guys want this to be the podcast?
Honestly, yeah.
But they don't know what you're playing, and they can't see it. What's the point?
Can you sell wood?
Yeah, he sells wood.
Sell 10.
Man, you guys are
I have 28 gold, motherfuckers.
I got 20 gold. Let's go. I want steel. I don't have enough.
Amber says, if you want, I could come over and kiss you, then do my project. LOL. To which I will reply, yap. Y-A-P.
No. J-A-P-P is the vibe right now.
Fellas, come down this ladder with me. Let's see what's down here. Oh fuck, there's a shitload of goblins down here.
You have to say J-A-P-P. See if she gets
Fuck yeah, I'm running for it. Dude, don't fucking attack the goblin. Are you fucking crazy?
Where are you guys? I'm lost.
He's running from me. He's a little.
We went down the the tunnel. There's a guy down here fucking trained ranged on the goblins.
Bro, I just hit a 1.2.
This motherfucker's level 103.
Probably the game owner.
It's a game owner. Oh my god.
Did y'all hear the gamer door?
Yep.
Gamer door?
Okay, LOL, let me eat first, then I'll come over, okay?
Where is this guy you were talking about?
Yes, ma'am. Take your time.
Oh my god.
Click on the ladder. Click on the ladder.
I'm gonna go harass this guy.
Click on the down ladder, and then you go downstairs, and there's a shitload of goblins and like a chest down here.
Bro, I almost killed this goblin.
I'm stealing this motherfucker's loot.
I was trying to do that.
No cap. I'm stealing. Stay high. Stay high. Are you recording your screen? Oh, okay.
Oh, right then.
Yeah.
Oh, alright then. Wait, which one of y'all motherfuckers is up here?
1488 kills niggas transfer.
Money, please. I like how the chat's fucking global chat. How much gold y'all motherfuckers got? I got 102.
People playing that game.
Fucking 9.
Whoa.
This is cool as fuck.
How many of you guys are playing?
3, I think, or 4. It's like the size of Lumbridge to Varrock.
It's pretty base.
It actually is, though. I'm gonna trade with the general store guy.
Wait, he said I'm literally making trading stands now. I think this is literally the owner of the game.
No, yeah, I read on 8chan that he was upgrading the game like regularly.
I'm following him.
What is
Oh,
that?
that's you, Will Holt. Will Holt with the copper axe. Just
I'm about to buy a
menacingly, bro.
I'm buying a fucking fishing net. Fuck y'all.
Dude, the dudes with the axe look so much more menacing than the people not carrying anything.
Well, put your axe on.
Who's going fishing with me for real?
Wait, what is this game called?
Guildofgods.com.
Guildofgods.com. Alright.
Yeah, you just fucking
really
it's literally just like a fucking minimalist RuneScape
Cool.
Very minimalist.
in which 9 people are online.
Oh,
I'm
Lord.
fishing. I don't know what the fuck y'all are doing, but I am fishing.
1488 kills.
Wait, which one of y'all is that? Hugh?
Yeah, that's me. Yeah.
The owner's about
Okay.
There are currently 9 players online.
It's
This
fucking
dude really,
base, bro.
This guy really didn't take the time to copy
No.
paste the fucking profanity filter into his usernames and stuff.
I mean, he posted on 8chan, maybe.
Yeah, it's on 8.
Oh, he's on 8chan. Yeah, that's fair enough.
Yeah, like, he's literally only trying to support on 8chan.
You can't say that word, Will. Where am I?
Well,
That's wart.
What's wrong with you guys?
We're just
What's wrong
fucking
with you?
around. I don't know.
Yeah, but what's the point of this being a podcast? Like, you guys aren't even like talking.
bro, we've been waiting.
Wait, what? Yeah. I've been waiting for
You
it.
fucking smoked weed and fell asleep for 3 hours.
Bro, you asked me to start the podcast. I come in and I started, and then you're like, "Yeah, so we're just gonna play this game." I'm like, "You just want the podcast to be this game? Like, it's still recording. Like, this is still the podcast. I don't know why you guys wanted to do this."
Look, stay high, bro. This is what's known as a drunk cast, all right?
Yeah.
Yeah, but,
Yeah.
like,
That means a majority of the nibbas online are quite intoxicated, and we're playing a game that I found on a whim on 8chan.
No, but like, I'm telling you, like, I've been listening. Like, you guys are just like talking. Like, why don't you guys just like talk and not have a podcast? Like, what's wrong?
What's
Like,
wrong,
dude,
Stay High? What happened? You alright?
well,
I don't know what to tell you.
Well, I don't understand.
Look.
You need to like come.
Look, bro,
Stay High. Come on,
Bro.
for real.
bro. There's one thing I know for sure. Okay, there's one thing in this world that I know for sure, and that's pussy, money, and weed. That's it.
Wow.
Oh, that's me.
Swouse.
He gave me 500 Nelamite ore
Yeah,
and
he gave me the same thing.
Wait, where the fuck did y'all get good ore?
The owner's giving us stuff right now.
yeah, the
You
owner's
guys see
giving.
what I mean? Like,
Okay.
this is gonna have like.
Sell the ores to one of the other 7 players.
This game's fucking weird. I don't like it. No thanks.
Yeah, this game fucking is like horse shit,
Yeah,
but it's awesome.
Well, I'm just annoyed because I'm gonna have to spend like a day for some reason.
Yeah.
Like, that's stupid. Like, I'm probably gonna like do it slowly and just like.
Alright,
Only when
then
I'm
just
sleeping.
don't do it. Or, like, I don't know.
Well, I'm
Yeah.
just asking.
I'm just giving up
Just-
on this game entirely. Honestly, fuck it.
Do whatever you fucking feel like, dude. I found I found the clear spiritual successor to RuneScape, and all you have to do is shit on it. And I'm kind of tired of that.
Yeah,
I'm
like
just
I
asking.
suggested earlier, we just wait till Sunday to do the actual episode, though.
You
Alright,
trade
that's
No,
fine.
this is episode 6. The point of episode 16 is deciding what's better, like a dog shit podcast or an actual podcast
Just-
where we like have stuff we're
just
working on.
Just don't call it episode 16, and just upload both of them with like shit and shitter or something. We'll do the real episode.
Shit 1 and shit 2.
I liked it when Hugh was in the street, personally. That's
I
just
like
me.
that too. I liked when
That was
Jebram
funny.
was in here and I got him to
Yeah.
leave.
For a hot 5
This is
minutes.
fun.
That was pretty great, actually.
I miss
Hey, Will, are you still like anywhere near me in that game?
Yeah, where are you?
I'm underground stealing from the chest still.
Well, who's close to me?
I just
Wait,
like,
I'll come upstairs.
Oh, there's
Coming
a
here.
banker just walking around.
I've got fucking void essence. It says useful for
Yo,
moving
this
things
game
around.
is fucking lit.
Which one of y'all is Swouse
I
42069?
thought that was you, Will Holt.
42.
No, I'm Will Holt.
42-0. 42-0.
Okay, whatever. 42069.
Zero.
Wait, who the fuck who's standing in this town with me and 420?
That's a
It's
powerful
Swouse,
right there.
Swouse, Will Holt, and who?
Hello,
that's
Mr. 420.
Who?
How are you?
It won't let me click on you.
It won't? Alright, how about now?
No, I still won't.
I can click on you.
Oh, there's Swouse. Oh, 1488. Kill in words.
Is someone
Wait. Y'all see level 86 red 500 outside the city?
Are you kidding me?
There's a nigga level 86 outside the chat.
Are you guys seeing this? Am I being censored?
Doing?
Beast.
Yeah, you're being fucking censored, dude.
I'm typing fart.
Well,
Fart.
Dude, I'm trying to level up construction so I can build dummies, alright?
This is like anti-Star stars.
Look, just leave me alone, alright? Just let me mine. Stop fucking spam trading me! Send one trade request and I'll accept it! Stop! Fuck! What the fuck do you have to send to me?
This is actually the worst fucking garbage dog.
This is fucking just nonsense. Please verify the trade, okay?
Yo,
Alright.
I need a rune light client for guilds of God.
Yeah.
I need 400% outer zoom.
I'm about to trade 250 Nelinite ore to the general store instead of the Smithers store.
Did you guys see the shit I was asking the mods?
Oh, holy
Hey,
fuck.
I golfed this much. Is he okay?
I have fucking
Nice, he's
10,000 gold.
He died.
2,000?
I just fucking hired a guy. It costs 10,000 money to hire somebody.
For
Dude,
what?
You could just hire a guy for 10,000 gold to like follow you around.
Base.
This is fucking base. Dude, I'm controlling an NPC that I just hired to follow me.
Will buys a slave in guilds of God.
Do y'all see this shit? Look
Yeah,
at this
I see it.
shit.
Like, if
Look
you
at
see
me.
it.
Me and my fucking boy. We're about to chop down trees, nigga.
Hold up, he got the worker.
Maybe we shouldn't upload this one because I've said the N-word a couple times.
You've said it you've said it more times tonight than you ever have in your entire life, probably.
What's
For what it's worth, I'm playing a character. Oh, Amber texted me.
Playing a character.
I'll be leaving in like the next 10 minutes. My door is unlocked. BB. Send.
Yo, both of these people share your name, Holt.
I'm telling you one thing though, like, if you leave when he comes, I'm gonna smack you.
If I what?
How would you even do that?
We'll find him.
If I what?
If you leave the podcast when Amber gets there.
Well,
Yeah,
of
just have her
course
come
I'm
into
gonna. I'm definitely gonna leave, dude.
This isn't even a podcast.
So I can
This
just
is just
stop
like some
recording.
horse shit we did.
This is
Like-
something. This is like next level. This
Okay,
is like
so-
avant-garde podcast. Like,
So what's gonna happen is I'm gonna stop.
This is, oh my god. This is like fucking noise music. This is the noise music of podcasting.
Hard rock podcast.
Wait, Hugh, stand still. I'm trying to trade you.
No, so basically I'm just gonna raid and leave and go
Okay.
on voice chat and raid like 5 minutes or whatever.
Who you rating?
Okay, we'll stay in chat so we record the podcast.
No, that's
Just
the
do
thing.
an hour. End it after an hour, and then upload
No,
that. And I shared a file with you.
No, I'm just gonna. As soon as you
Hugh,
leave, I'm gonna leave.
follow me. We're gonna fuck up some goblins. All right.
alright, let's do it.
All right. Click on it.
Can we double team it?
I don't know.
I don't think we can.
Guys, I just realized my mic's been muted.
Are you fucking kidding?
Stupid.
Have you been talking to us for like 40 minutes, muted?
Yeah.
Who?
I wasn't saying anything important.
Who did that?
Who?
Fun
Poop
duck.
man.
Hello.
Wait, Hugh, follow me up here to the north. Do you have a fishing pole or a fishing net?
No.
Go back to the general store and get a fishing net.
Where that at? Where that be at?
It's the top left store.
Where do they do that at?
Will,
do
where
they
you-
do that?
I'm in the northeast.
Man,
Fishing.
these wildin',
Alright, I'm
doing
coming with the
outrageous.
fishing net. I'm getting
All right.
2
I'm trying to fish.
You're getting 2?
because I bought the guy.
The other one's for me, right?
I guess.
Alright, thanks.
You mean yes, it is.
All I'm have to say to you is thanks.
Dude, I'm
Hey,
so
I looked at the wiki for this game and it's only like 6 million experience for like max level everything.
I'm fucking clicking my mouse wheel trying to spin the camera around and like zoom in. This is a powerful lineup right here.
This is a powerful podcast, I think. We ought to do drunk as shit podcast more often. Where we just, I wonder what Stay High screen is recording.
It's just what my RuneScape
You
is on.
stop being.
Well, not
No,
doing anything.
just Stay High. Stay High. You gotta join this game we're playing.
Why?
Just go to guildofgods.com. Cause it's fucking fun, dude. It's just like a shitty, no email required, free to play RuneScape.
Or I can just like continue to play RuneScape.
So
Straight.
do whatever you want.
Is it fucking
But
weird?
that was my suggestion. Yo, we're fucking weird. Keep scrolling.
Yeah.
Alright, I'm fishing.
I don't know.
I'm,
Well,
All
like,
this
you
nigga
guys
does-
just told
that's-
me.
I'm so fucking drunk right now, dude.
I haven't been this drunk in a long time.
Like,
Me
just
neither.
opening this browser is like lagging me, so I'm not gonna do it.
Why are there 4 dudes just standing
Can
around
you
me
stop
while I
playing?
fish?
Who said they were trading me?
Oh, that was me. I'm
Who?
Alright.
What's your...
Do y'all have fish?
I got fish.
Alright, well I'm making a fire.
Why does everybody have followers and I don't?
Because you gotta sell your stuff and buy it.
Yeah, a follower is 10,000 gold, and then
I
the
only
second
have 20
follower is
gold.
50,000. Yeah, but you traded me 250 of that ore that guy,
No, I didn't
and
give you any
I
of that.
sold it all and had 11,000.
I didn't give you any of that ore, bro.
You gave me all of that ore. Are you?
I'm looking at all 500 of it in my inventory right
That
now.
was-
It must have
You
been someone
okay?
else.
Oh well, someone gave me 250 ore.
Be 250.
Okay.
This poor guy is trying so hard to keep people to like stay in his game. His RuneScape knockoff game. I'm trying to figure out how to level up my construction skill.
You build shit, bro.
Yeah, but I don't know what buttons to press.
Bruh.
Bruh.
God damn it, I tried to spin my camera again. Am I fishing?
This is the new RuneScape right here.
Oh yeah, but
Okay, but for real, like, there's one guy making this game, and he adds upgrades regularly, and there's fucking like 15 people that play this game. It's
like-
actually pretty comfy.
it's like 70 million games like that.
Gary, I need weed.
No, if you look at the scores
can't figure
page,
I
if you
can't
look at
figure
the
out how
scores
to fucking...
page, like I'm top 1,000 on the
Ow.
scoreboards.
Damn.
I can't
Start
figure
playing.
out
Wait,
how the
fellas,
the
fellas,
chat
fellas,
box
fellas.
works.
Fellas, follow me. You have
Oh,
to
I
click on
figured it
the
out.
word chat. Follow me. Follow me this way. Come down here.
No, like, I can see the chat. I can't figure out how to scroll up and down on it.
No, it's hard as hell, actually.
Yeah, it keeps on going
Oh, it's hard to
everywhere.
keep track of 2 guys. Holy shit.
Where are you guys? I'm lost.
Click on the ladder and go underground.
Your other will hole is still up here.
Will
Alright, guys. There's a bounty on my head for the next 40 seconds, so good luck, fellas.
I'm fucking so stoned.
Don't fucking attack me, you prick.
Isn't that the entire point?
Yeah.
Yeah, but we're friends.
Then why'd you get the fucking skull and tell us good luck?
Yeah.
Yeah, what the hell's wrong with you?
Just fucking around, bro.
Nah, nigga, I want you.
I want a piece of that.
I'm not gonna lie, fellas. I'm playing zoomed all the way in right now.
Just so,
It's retarded as fuck.
Just so
But
you
it
guys
looks
know,
hilarious.
I'm gonna
It does
record
look
this shit.
fucking
It
hilarious.
looks fucking hilarious. I just
Hey,
slapped a tree.
If you attack a goblin and let it kill you, it fucking you respawn naked with nothing but the pickaxe.
That's
Yo,
fucking
look how
hot.
stupid you fucking look when you kill a tree. I mean,
Stay
chop
high.
down a tree.
Stay high. Join this game and play.
Yeah,
and
come on,
record
stay
it.
high. Why are you being so pissy tonight? Seriously.
Cause you like, I wasn't planning on doing this, and like I was rating you, like, oh, like come in here and record, and then it's like, okay, well, like,
Are you still
I don't want
recording?
to. Yeah, I'm still
Dude,
recording. Like we
just
could have just done it
fucking-
Sunday. Like we do them all Sunday, and you're like,
I
obviously,
can't
like,
wait to listen back to it.
like obviously, like
Ooh,
I'm
one
not in
time,
the mood to
please.
do it, and you keep fucking annoying me. Like you kept pissing on the mic for fucking just to piss me off. Like you're just stupid. Like
Look,
obviously
when
I'm
I-
not in a good mood, you retard.
That
Like don't act like
Actually,
it came out of nowhere. Like you know,
Well,
like I
well,
came in
let's-
here hours
let's
ago
not
to do
pretend
this.
like it's more than it is, okay? All it was
No,
was
like
piss.
don't act like I didn't come in here hours ago to record this, and then you guys just started
You
pissing in the
didn't.
mic.
You,
Yeah, I
You
did.
definitely didn't come in here hours
You
ago.
were staying high in your car.
5 hours.
Okay, how about this? Like 8 hours ago, we were like, let's start it at 6 p.m.
Okay, so
And then you fucking took a weed nap and
When-
showed up
when
2
were
and a
you-
half hours
when were you
late.
pissing?
nap.
when were you pissing? Like if like when were you pissing?
I've been pissing fucking regularly, bro.
Yeah. he's
Yeah,
been
well that's what I'm
five
saying.
times.
Like when were you
Past,
pissing on the
like,
mic? Like when I was here when you were pissing on the mic, I came here to
On
record.
the mic.
Okay,
And then I did like
I'll-
3 raids, which is like an hour, and then you're like, come in.
I'll be completely frank with you, bro. What the fuck do you want from me?
Well, I just want you to shut up, cause like I'm raiding now, and like just deal with it. I don't want to come play your fucking stupid game. Like
Hello?
I'm doing you a favor.
Guys,
Come in here and record it. Like, get over it.
look at my armor. Look at my armor. I got yellow armor.
What the
Where are
fuck?
you?
Where'd you get that?
Where are you guys at?
How?
I fucking bought it, nigga.
Why is there a rune?
Wait, I'll trade you some money. Hang on. I've got a shitload of money.
Cool.
Why
Which one of
is
you?
there a rune?
Which one of you is Swos 42069?
That would be me.
No, that's me.
All right. Accept my trade. Accept my trade.
It's not me. I'm Big Butt 42069. You got the other guy.
Nitrate.
I somehow managed to find myself in a shitload of money. So okay, come to this shop. Follow me.
Is it the blacksmith?
It's this one on the left.
Okay.
She wants snail, go get it. Now buy fucking yellow, so that we can be the yellow boys.
Yellow.
What?
You have to find me. I'm next to the rune rocks. To
Just
the rune.
buy yellow, okay?
Where are you guys? I'm next to the runite tree. Well,
Should I stay in the chat when the girl shows up?
Yeah, record
Yeah.
the entire thing, dude.
I'm not gonna tell her it's a podcast. I'm gonna just be like, yeah, me and my friends are hanging out and talking.
say you and your niggers.
I might say niggas. I won't say
Oh,
the hard R
alright,
version.
alright.
You
Do it and see how she reacts. You're both white. You'll be fine, bro.
Nigger.
She actually like made a point to tell me that it was okay if I said the N word, and I was just like, okay.
I knew it.
Wow.
Fucking racist.
She sent me, I be leaving,
Them Alabama folk, huh?
to which I replied, I be waiting.
Yeah,
be-
that's-
He's gonna fucking
Be
think
horny.
that we the
She's
same ever.
she's so nice, fellas. I like her so much.
Yeah,
I'm happy for you, Will.
Thank you.
Gods.com.
Guildofgods.com.
Guildofgods.com.
That's a powerful picture.
Fuck it, guildofgods.com. This is the new OSG official Discord game.
It has potential.
It has a ton of potential. We could fucking get a couple fellas in here farming, like a shared account.
This game is butthole. I don't know what you mean.
We could max in a couple days. Who bought the yellow?
That was me.
Okay, come up here. We're gonna fucking team up on this goblin, nigga.
Hell
The
yeah.
worst podcast
Hell
in the history of
Alright,
podcasts.
you ready? You're alright.
Kind of my shit.
Click on him. Click on him. Click on him. Go, 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 go.
Too much Chanel, go and get it.
Will, help me out. What are you doing?
I'm trying. I'm trying,
Where are you
bro.
guys at?
I'm gonna die.
We're northeast of the little town. We're northeast of the town.
I'm in the stove. I'm in the stove.
You can light
it
coins on
says-
fire in this game.
It says your opponent's already in combat. Sorry, bro.
Sorry.
Sorry, bro. See ya. Oh, by the way, the goblin will chase you literally until it, no matter where you go. Sorry.
Where did you buy armor?
From the southeast shop.
Southwest.
Oh, this
Oh yeah,
game
yeah,
is
southwest. I'm sorry. I don't. Dude, shut the fuck up. This game's awesome.
Yeah, this game's sickening. Like, shut up.
This game's actually like one guy's making it, and he
This isn't
upgrades
armor,
it. He
this is
updates the game fucking daily, bro. Come on.
I hate
Join-
Will logged in.
Join the yellow armor game.
I hate
It's clothing, but okay. Not armor.
Runite tree, how?
Okay. Wait, where the fuck are my homies? I'm trying to give y'all gold so y'all could join the yellow armor club.
I'm headed over
Yeah,
there.
there's fucking brunette.
Alright.
This game.
Go into the town. Go into the town.
Oh, into the town? Back to the shop?
Yeah, it's the southwest shop. The southwest
I
shop.
already picked up my gear, homie. That's why I was headed over there.
You got yellow?
I'm balling outrageous. Look at me coming in from the north.
Oh fuck.
Okay, let me walk in. Let me walk in. Okay,
He got the yellow. He got the yellow.
perfect lineup. The perfect lineup. Let's go.
All right.
Over.
Who the fuck's in here that doesn't have yellow?
My,
Oh lord.
Oh, this game sucks.
Oh wait.
My
there's two
fucking,
different shirts. Look, there's two different shirts.
My fucking alt that I made. Cause look at that. I just bought like a fucking slave to follow me around. Y'all see that?
I got one too. Fuck, I hate
There's just fucking 2 Will Holtz following me around.
Yeah, I can buy followers.
All right, where's my home dogs? I'm trying to get y'all yellow.
I actually fucking hate all of them.
Which one of you made fuck I hate Will Holt? Who did that?
Stay high. What do you think?
What's wrong with you, bro?
What?
It's okay. He joined the game. He joined the game. Come on.
Accept my trade. Accept my trade.
I'm who are you?
I'm Will Holt.
Dude, you
This
gotta
game
admit,
accepts the
this
trade.
game's sick.
I don't know.
Accept the trade, bro.
I don't know how.
Look at
Oh.
that.
Right click,
look
right
I
click on
figured
me and
I've-
hit accept trade.
Well, I
look
thought
at
I
the
did.
owner of the game looking at us like, yes.
He's
Playing my game.
like, finally, people playing my fucking game.
I did this. I made this.
I'm gonna trade him and
Fuck
see if he'll give me anything.
Give me Pima.
Look what I've done. Look at my creation.
I think I've
You
been
said
doing-
northeast of the starter area? I cannot find.
No, it's in the town.
What town?
There's a small town, bro.
What?
Dude, there's a really small town. What do you mean, what?
Will, buy
What?
a set of yellow and give it to your guy.
Can
I don't
I?
know how to. I don't know how to trade my guy. He won't accept my friend request or my trade request.
Gotta
What
go
the
to
fuck? That
I
thing
think I
one
can-
hit me, bro. What's the point?
Dude, fucking stay. I died. I'm gonna steal his wallet. I'm looting. Stay.
Whoa, are you peeing again?
Hey, man,
That's
the
no.
drinking, bro.
Right now?
Look, I gotta piss, alright? What do you want me to do?
Yo, dude, F your game, seriously, bro.
I've been muted. My words don't show up in the chat anymore.
Fuck
Yeah.
we're gonna go. I'm going to steal from the fucking underground chest again. Fuck y'all.
Even on your character, just look at his face really quick.
I just want you to know,
Goes up.
this game has like a fucking complicated alchemy system
Yeah.
that I can't even
Get
begin
shit
to
on
understand.
stage.
What the fuck?
Oh fuck, I peed on the inside of my shirt.
Based.
Alright.
Yeah, this guy has a runite act.
How the fuck did he get a runite axe?
Runite tree, how? No,
No.
he said no.
Y'all hear that fucking second stream going?
Yeah, that power.
If you died, you can rush to where you died.
I think
Rush to where you died. Fucking game. This is literally like the best one nigga could do by himself to make a game.
Guys, give me my lad line, quick.
Where's your lab
that
line?
toilet is so comically loud, dude. It sounds like a radio station sound effect.
Alright, where are you guys? I just
Whatever. Where's the lad line? I want to get in the lad line with me and
my
my.
lad line. It's in the chat.
Where?
Yo, Elder Goblin, Goblina.
Wait! Stop moving! Stop moving so I can click.
Where are my followers? I had followers.
I'm too fucking drunk to click on your name accurately. Just wait. All right, there we go.
Yo, here.
Wait, how do I fucking give the armor to my follower?
So you're just gonna trade them, then click on your follower on the top of the screen, and trade back, and you're just gonna go back and forth.
Dude,
Yeah.
this game is actually dog shit. It's so
This
bad.
game's
It's dog shit to the point where it's fucking awesome.
No, it's not.
Oh no!
It's the
No,
opposite.
it's not.
I think you're just drunk. That's honestly.
I just fucking
Yeah,
knocked my front left tooth loose on the wine bottle.
I'm gonna fight this goblin and see what happens.
Dude, the goblins are fucking level 7. You're gonna get fucked.
Yeah, dude.
I can't even attack him. Oh, he's fucking me up. Alright. Can you run? No, you can't run.
No, dude, I tried this earlier. You can't even go like under the ladder. Like the goblin will follow you underground until you're fucking
Yeah,
dead.
this is like Terraria meets RuneScape meets fucking Minecraft.
Meets fucking MS Paint.
This is the greatest.
It's fucking awesome. This is the best episode yet, honestly. Runite tree how? Okay, everyone follow me. Follow
Yo,
me.
dude,
We're
he's
gonna go
just
exploring.
teleporting around.
Follow me. We're gonna go exploring. Southeast, baby.
Where are you guys? Southeast?
We're going southeast of the town.
Alright, I'm already at
We're
the
following the path. We're following the path.
Okay.
Hello, gang.
I'll be here when you guys get
Where are
here.
you guys
Try and
at?
follow
I
you guys.
can't find you.
Where's
Go
the
to the
mini-map?
fucking town and follow the path. There's a fucking. We found like a town with a bunch of wizards in it.
Who are you guys?
Where?
Yeah, I'm stealing from this just real quick.
Did you guys go south, north, east, or west from the
Southeast.
Alright, thank you.
Just
Are these
follow the
actual
path.
players down here? Someone named Sandwich. Someone
Yeah.
named.
Dude, there's fucking like 12 people online right now.
There's two
This
people
game is
named Sandwich. What
this
the
game
heck?
is fucking live, bro.
It's blowing up, dude.
Who the fuck is following me with a goddamn bounty? Someone's following me with a bounty on their head.
Yo, these are the wizards outside of Varrock.
This is so fucking shit.
I know, dude. It's so bad.
Where are you guys? I still
Just
haven't
keep
found you
going.
guys.
Keep following the road southeast.
I'm coming.
Southeast, okay.
I'm just gonna follow
try
Hugh
some,
and not play this game.
Hey Hugh, when it comes to a split, go east instead of south. But it keeps generally going southeast.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
Oh my
You'll
God.
catch up. Why the fuck is this game so big?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Why do I move so slow? I can't find anyone.
Where's my
Wait,
What
road?
button is run? Look at this. The fucking road just goes across the river.
Are you guys in the middle
Oh my
of the
god, I found
water
you
or
guys.
what?
Holy shit.
Rich.
Dude, who the fuck is this? Look at this nigga. There's just a
Where are you
there's
guys?
just a fucking stranger.
Whoa, where are you guys?
Put on this big butt.
Look, Hugh, keep going southeast. We'll wait for you by the river.
Why are you guys all fucking yellow?
I'm by the
Are
river.
you guys in a
I'm like
cult
at
or
the
something?
very bottom.
Yeah, we're the yellow colt. Keep going by the river until you find the bridge.
How do
I'm
I
at the
follow
bottom
you?
of the river, bro.
Who the fuck said this is a game on a TI-86 calculator?
I said that.
That's pretty true.
That's 100% true, dude. It's so
God
bad.
damn.
Yes,
God
let's
fucking
go.
damn.
Reunited. And
Hugh.
it feels. Stay high. Can you stop? Yes, there's my follower.
Hugh, right click and you see how it gives like coordinates?
This
Yes.
dude's naked.
We're at 143, 169.
I'm already there, you retard.
Oh, there you are. Alright. Follow a yellow nigga. Dude,
Dude,
just shut the fuck up.
I walked in
Yo.
like a full minute before that, and I was saying united, and it feels so good.
Look, who cares, dude?
Dude's fucking stoned.
We're
Can't
at
find anyone. All I see are hobgoblins.
we're at fucking Bigger Town now.
Big Poop Man's fucking lost.
I'm over on like the west side of the world. Are you guys
Yo, by
west?
the time
We're on the east side.
Big Poop Man finds us,
Stop.
full rude and shit.
Yo, I just made a fucking fire, fellas.
Can someone ERP with me in the chat?
Yup.
Fuck, I have fucking level 4 fishing, guys.
That's pretty cool.
I won't lie to you. I won't lie to you, fellas. This game's actually pretty base.
Stay high. Can you please stop following me?
No, I'm not playing. I'm just following you to record it.
The fucking world just turns into fucking infinite water. Like there's a road
Who
that
should I
leaves,
who
that
should I
just
follow?
ends at water.
Yeah, it's okay. Stay high. You can keep following me.
Who's Swose?
Look, if you're by some miracle listening to the Osg Podcast, go to guildofgods.com and make an account. You
Yeah.
don't need an email. You just a user and password. Just make something up. Log
By the
in
time
and
this is
fucking
uploaded, we'll still
go.
be
I
playing.
mean, it's
Bro,
oh goddamn.
I can't even.
No, I'm
buy-
gonna play this game fucking forever. This is my new RuneScape.
I can't even buy a fucking tinderbox. It won't let me right click. There's
Do you need
Oh,
more
you got
money?
that, right?
No, I got money.
How much money you got?
I got like 24 coins.
I feel like I might actually be the richest person in this game. I have 600 gold.
I have 620.
Only 600. I have 11,325.
Well, you don't even
Fuck
have
you,
a.
Whoa! Why don't you fucking hire a follower? What?
I have
There's
one
two people
follower,
here named
Will.
Will Hull. Are either of these people you?
Who fucking
Big
yelled
Poop
at me?
Man. Big Poop
Yeah,
Man.
the yellow Will Holt is
I'm
the
following
follower
you.
that I
You
bought.
can hire followers in this game, and they have your name.
That's
Yeah.
really fun.
Yeah,
So
it's
me and
really
my fucking follower are about to fucking womp a goblin. The second follower costs 50,000 though.
Yeah, that's a fucking lot.
Did y'all hear my voice crack just then?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, do not matter.
Honestly makes me want to kill myself. I won't lie.
Family
What?
don't matter.
Like family don't matter. That's a fucking tune, Hugh. Holy
Let's
shit.
do this. Leroy Jenkins. Oh god. What the fuck? What did
Open my door.
you guys watch that?
Hello.
Did you guys
Hi, Amber.
Amber?
Hi,
Amber,
Amber.
did you see that?
I'm quite drunk. Yeah.
I'm literally
Amber.
fucking lagging recording this.
Amber, did you see
I'm in the chat with my friends right now.
with your niggers?
I'm in here with Big Butt,
Say nigger already.
I'm in the
Coochie
chat.
Fritos.
I'm waiting for you to say
Thumb
nigger.
Duck,
Say nigger.
Did you
QB
guys
Myron.
Say
Did you
nigger.
guys see the fucking
And
guard
Steph.
one hit? Can you guys get my stuff?
They're my friends. They're my roots.
How do I play this game?
Oh, Will Holt is fucking drunk as hell.
Holy shit. Will Holt
Here,
is
I'm gonna
he
unplug.
plays RuneScape.
Why?
Does that work? So you can hear.
Okay.
Does that work?
Nigger? Huh?
Will Holt, why are you?
Let's say
Why
the
are you
end.
outside?
Hey guys.
Hello.
Amber.
Hello.
Hey Amber, what's up?
I don't know your name, but
Amber.
Our names are right there, you
Amber
fucking.
Trey?
Can you read?
We found some like
that's
random.
rude.
What did he say?
I know Alabama is a really easy school, but you can read, can't you?
I don't know where they are.
We found some
Come
like
on.
random, really bad
You're.
games.
Amber, where are you from?
Will, show her where the names are, you fucking dumb fuck.
Okay. Okay. Let's stay high. He's from Calgary. Those with the
He smokes
fella.
weed. Did you know that he smokes weed?
Meg 13 up.
It's big butt. Okay, you know.
I know. Trust me,
Yeah.
out of everybody I know.
Face Amber.
I have a very big butt.
Let's see it. Wait, never mind.
Honestly,
Forgot
not
the email.
Not right now.
Amber, you're a liar. Will Holt has already shown us your butt.
Oh, okay. Thank you, guys.
That's not true.
Yeah, it is.
It's not true.
No,
That's not true.
Will's a damn
You lie.
Kind of getting me in trouble.
I know they're lying. There's no way that could happen.
Has Will told you about the OSG podcast yet?
Wait, what?
Has Will
Yeah.
Holt told you
Will
about?
Holt told you about our...
Don't worry about it.
Do you know about the OSG podcast yet?
What?
The OSG podcast.
I'm not
Google
looking
it.
for trouble.
Google
Wait,
it.
what is that?
Will,
Look it up on
yeah,
YouTube.
look it up on
Okay,
YouTube.
this guy Stay High. He records our just pointless, retarded conversations.
Ooh. It was
Yeah,
a
it's not like
podcast.
That's my
Yeah.
thing.
It's not like
Will-
it's a planned event that
It's
Will
Will
had
Holt.
the idea to do at all. Yeah.
And they're all over an hour long.
And Will Holt Holston, he's the main guy. He says the
He's
N word
literally
way
the
too many
host.
times.
Like he does.
Go to the website. Show her the website.
There's not a website.
Show her the website.
Of course, there's a website.
Look up.
Hey,
Go to
Amber,
osgpodcast.com.
But if you
Amber,
look
take
up-
out your fucking phone, go to YouTube, and look for TEHATHLE. Don't listen to a word he's saying right now. He's a goddamn liar.
Not embarrassed.
Aw.
No, not embarrassed. But
Just look up the OSG podcast.
it's like
Alright,
fella talk.
this was all worth it now.
Why? Stay high. What have you accomplished?
Nothing. I just wanted Will to stop hiding the OSG podcast.
It's just a bunch of guys on a computer.
Yeah.
I don't
It's
think
just a
I'm...
bunch of fellas on the computer.
Yo, he's just trying to make it sound not bad.
I don't
He's trying
think I
to
have
make it sound like we're not all horrible racists.
a Yeah.
Speak for yourself, you.
Why would Will Smith ever, not Will Smith? Why would Will Holt ever do this? I lived with my fucking girlfriend for 3 years and I never let her once come onto the fucking Discord.
Those over there.
Yo,
We can drink 2 beers. Wait, 3
That's
beers?
3 of
3 beers.
And then I had a bunch of dips. And then we also went to
Will, you have to
Glory.
put the mic on. I'm not listening to you and your girlfriend talk to each other.
You drink, like you bought drinks there.
God damn it, Will.
I got
This is
a
gonna be a fun night for me.
No, it's
Amber,
not.
Amber,
I'm usually drunk and you're having to watch me.
Amber,
I
Amber,
know. I
Amber.
thought we'd change it up this time. Do you have a photo right?
Someone at Will. I'm done listening to him talk.
Yeah, but you have to.
Yeah, I'm done with that too, to be quite
Someone-
honest.
Someone at Will. Oh, you muted him?
Yeah, I did.
Alright. Then they're gonna have some fun. Are you guys still playing that game?
Oh, yeah, dude.
Nah, I exited out of it. It's a shit
Alright.
game. It's a
pretty-
bad game, dude.
No, it's pretty good. We didn't give it a chance. Big Butt,
I
come
don't
back
know.
to the game. Let's finish our game.
What was I even doing? I was just following fucking
Look, open
Schlippy.
Discord. I put the link. Come back to the manga.
Oh, that game. Okay.
Yeah, let's finish it.
Okay. Let's do it.
You have to log in with the exact same user.
What do you think Will Holt's doing now?
Yo, Will Holt backpedaled so goddamn hard on.
He regretted it instantly.
He regretted it so fucking instantly.
Yeah, dude. He
As soon
left
as
the
I
fucking-
said that he had shown us her butt, he fucking backtracked so goddamn hard.
He was sweating.
Yep. What would you expect? I just wanted him to tell her about the OSG
Dude,
podcast.
I lived with my girlfriend for 3 years. I never let her get in your fucking Discord. Are you
I
kidding
would
me?
never, dude. I would never let my girlfriend ever. like,
Never,
get near this shit,
ever.
dude.
I showed her some of the memes we posted, but nothing more.
Yeah.
It's a big
Nothing.
heart.
Yeah, I don't know.
She would think so differently of me about half the shit.
My girlfriend, well, she's my ex-girlfriend. My ex-girlfriend like didn't know about you guys with the Discord or anything, and she already thought maybe I was actually legitimately racist. So like,
Yeah.
bad.
Like, I don't know, dude. Like, that would affect everything. I've been dating this girl for 4 years now. You know,
Yeah,
we know each other very well.
exactly, bro. Yeah.
You know, I don't know. I just I do it mostly for the memes.
I would, to be honest. I don't give a fuck about anything.
No.
I
Okay.
don't know.
I would never show.
Well, I would. I don't have. I'm not the smartest person here, but I would just because I don't care about anything though.
I'm sure you care about some things. You know,
Yeah, but not what
Oh,
other
he's
people think
homeless,
about
so-
me. Not that type of
it's
shit.
different. It's
Hello?
different.
People
When you're
who
with
say,
like a
people who
when you're
say
with a
that are
person-
the ones who care the most about what others.
Will,
Enter.
did you tell her I said hi?
Yeah, she's got an earbud in. You can say hi.
Because she knows
Hey,
me
what's
from
up,
that
Amber?
night.
Are you gonna
That
actually
night.
talk to us
Wait,
now? Did
I know
Will
who.
Hello?
me, I
Did
said
Will
hello.
Holt convince you
When-
that we're not
when-
racist and shit?
When the circle lights up, that means they're talking. Yeah, I told
there
her.
a
I
lot of
told her it's not actual racist. It's just like
yeah, you explained
it's
how
just like
specific
saying
and-
something funny that you're not supposed to say, basically.
Yeah, I don't get offended literally at anything, so like,
No,
oh my God.
no, that's not real. No, no,
Amber.
listen, I actually hate black people. Like, that's
No, Stay has actually racist.
I'm okay.
You gotta be friends with everybody, you know.
Amber, how old are you?
I'm 19.
Oh my fucking god! And where are you
oh
from?
boy.
Don't you know Will's like 25?
Yeah,
I'm
Will's
not
like
25.
25.
Yeah, you
I'm
are.
22.
He's
Will
fucking
I'm
lying to
not.
you. Oh my god. We talked
Wait,
about
I can show you my ID. I was.
Ah, I can show you my ID.
fake.
But they're gonna say some sus shit that
Alright,
may be
where-
offensive,
where- alright,
and
where were you
it is
from, Amber?
definitely not true.
Okay, first of all,
Amber, where were you
Amber, can you listen
I'm from
to
Georgia.
podcast
Okay,
episode 4?
Amber,
Yeah,
what part of
Wait,
Georgia?
are you all drunk?
I'm
A good
stoned as
portion
fuck.
of us
Yeah.
are.
This is nice.
I've
Stay
been,
high is high.
I haven't.
Yo,
Chestnut may have had dip in. I don't know what
I'm
Cookie
dead
Freedoms
sober.
does, and I
Wait,
don't know what
what's-
Big
which
Bud
one's-
does. I'm Swouse type beat. I'll
Swouse.
have to show you later. Swouse.
Stop saying
Is
words
Do
I
you,
don't
do you,
know.
Amber, do you remember me from that night, like 2 nights ago or whatever? I said hi.
Steph.
Oh yeah.
Steph, get a life.
Yeah,
It doesn't
that's
matter.
Amber.
Yeah, Steph.
I get it. You
Doge.
talk to a girl. Get over it.
Yep.
Sorry.
I'll say hi.
God.
Well,
I
like,
don't-
come on.
I don't know how they picked the
Oh,
username.
come on.
Do you remember that time I said hello to you?
Yeah.
Well, I did remember it.
Yeah,
so,
but I
mean,
don't like. It's not important.
Oh,
It is important.
How are you
because
gonna
she
be
needs to know that I'm the
19?
same
Fuck
person.
off.
Okay, first of all, she's not 19. Will is like 26. There's
Why
no
would
way
you
she's
think
19.
that?
I'm not 20. I'm not 26.
guys.
Well, oh,
Will
what
is,
is
like, fucking-
why are you so ashamed of being stupid? You're 25 and you're just graduating college. It's not that bad, bro.
I may be very stupid, but I'm 22. I'm not 26.
I think he's so dumb he really believes he's 22.
Yeah, honestly, dude, that's crazy.
Well,
Yo,
do
I'll
you guys
tell what,
remember?
y'all
Well, he had his
are
bar mitzvah
17.
late because he's retarded, so he
I
actually
don't
thinks
know
he's
how
not
to
old.
do that.
We're getting into. You know exactly.
No, I'm not Jewish. I am Irish Catholic. I can't believe this.
Hey, can anybody answer
This
this?
cannot be
question?
happening.
I can answer your question.
I posted it in the chat. In
Oh.
Discord.
Alright.
What was in the chat? What, just how? Just a picture of a cat that says how? That's your big question.
What that's from, little hole. Why don't you explain it to her?
Yeah, I know what it's from. Well, just
Then
post
why would
honk.
you say just a picture of a cat that says how when you know?
Because
exactly
you were
what
like,
the
it's a
question
big,
is?
it's a big question, and then it was
But
just a
you
picture
know
of the cat
the
that said how.
question isn't just how. You
Yeah,
know
but
what
if,
the actual
if
question
without
is.
the context,
Here you
it
go,
doesn't
Will.
make sense.
But most
Okay.
of us know
Here's
the context,
video.
bro.
Here's the legendary video.
How did he honk, Amber? Can you explain it?
Wait, whose video is this?
It's just the video.
And where did it come from?
Show her the
Where
website.
does it come from? I did it. From somebody
It
recording a
honk.
cat
Look at it
honking.
honk.
Can you tell me how that?
Oh,
Where did
man.
this video come from?
Nobody.
Oh, okay.
Will
It
Holt
just
made
appeared
it.
one day.
Amber,
didn't-
how do you? Amber,
You
how do you
edited
think
it.
he honked?
How what?
How do you think he honked?
How did he honk?
I think he's a car disguised as a cat.
He's
Okay.
in the car.
Yeah.
Wait. Amber said she thinks he's in the car. She's in the car disguised as a cat.
Yeah, the cat is a car in
Does
reality.
anyone even begin to understand what the hell she could have meant by that? Like,
She just means
She thinks
like she's not the
cat is a
smartest,
car.
and don't worry about her opinion.
Okay. Ow.
It's got like a
I
cat.
don't understand.
I'm gonna post the theme song right here and now. Hang
The
on.
theme song? What's the theme song?
Okay, I got you, Will. Don't worry.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna have to open my Apple Music. Here.
I am so
That's
embarrassed right
me.
now.
That's literally me.
Oh, the dog?
A dog.
She's
Like-
pointing
Oh
at
my
the
God.
dog
She's
drooling and
19
says,
years
"That's
old and
literally
white.
me."
She just said that's literally me.
That's literally. Oh,
That's literally me.
literally.
It's a dog drooling.
It's a dog drooling.
I'm less of a white girl. Don't say
There's
that.
the cat drooling. Cat drool.
Cat.
I like this one.
Wait, how
the
did
best.
y'all know I was white?
How-
'Cause we've seen
as
your
if
ass.
Will Holt
It
would
just-
date a not
It
white
just,
girl.
it just
Okay.
makes sense that you'd be white.
Will Holt,
You also
Will
sound
Holt,
pretty
Will Holt,
It's not
leading
a dog.
member of the infamous racist OSGCC. and
I
he's
am
gonna
not
date a
racist.
not-white girl. Okay.
No.
Will doesn't even find other
No.
girls attractive. If you listen to the other OSG podcast, you know that he doesn't find other
Yeah.
races attractive, so you wouldn't be dating.
Oh, you playing the Kid Cudi song?
That's the theme. That's the theme for y'all right there.
Is this the Cardi remix?
What are you talking about? That song
It's
is
not
like
even a
8 years.
Cardi remix.
That song's like 8 years old, my guy. That's
Yeah,
not
I'm not gonna
Wait,
listen to
where
that
are all
whole
these
thing.
people
You're gonna
from?
listen to it eventually. I know you.
He
don't wanna
was the
listen
one
to
who
it,
got
whatever.
deported to Peru.
Listen to
Does she
OSG
He's from
podcast
Connecticut.
episode 3.
Oh,
He's
do
from
not say I'm
Atlanta.
from Connecticut ever again in your goddamn
Coochie
life.
Fritos. Where are you from? Like actual
Okay,
Atlanta?
talk to Coochie Fritos.
Are you-
Yeah.
Hey,
Atlanta?
I am not from Connecticut. I will not let that stand. I am from
No,
Alabama.
I said Big Bud is from
Connecticut.
Connecticut.
Oh, okay.
I'm
my
I'm
bad.
from Atlanta.
Coochie Fritos, where are you actually from?
Nobody knows.
Just
Nobody knows.
candidly
Fritos just
speaking
showed
to
up one
Coochie
day. Nobody
Fritos.
knows where he's from.
Wait,
Hey, that's like a
He's from
What?
somewhere in Atlanta.
wait.
Let me.
Tell me where you're from.
Are you asking him
Coochie
if he's
Fritos-
white? Because yes, he is white. We are all racist.
Yeah, we're all white
We're not all
supremacists.
racist. Fuck you.
I just want to know where you're from.
I'm so embarrassed
from near
right now. This is
Atlanta.
crazy.
Where?
You're from near Atlanta.
Because
Nobody
they're-
knows
they're
where
making-
Coochie
they're
Fritos
making-
is.
I don't care where he's from. Sorry, I don't know.
I just want to know.
I would
where
tell
he's
you if I
from.
knew.
Okay.
I'm trying to tell
Stay
you
High's
nobody
from
knows where he's
Calgary,
from.
and he's from New
Wait,
York.
Canada, Calgary?
Yep.
Yeah,
What's up, Chester?
I've been to Ottawa.
that's
Why
nowhere
would
near
you ever
Calgary.
go to Canada willingly?
What do you think about Ottawa? Stay High. Anything?
Ottawa's fucking
What do
Eastern
you
Canada,
think?
bro. It's
Yeah, what do
fucking
you
like
think?
it's literally
like-
across the country, and our country's huge. So yeah, Ottawa's
Oh,
nowhere
okay.
near. Literally,
Nigga
look
trying
up
to
Calgary and
flex
Ottawa.
Canada's huge.
No, look up
Canada's
Calgary.
like the size of Texas, bro.
Just look up
She
Calgary
wants
and
to know-
Ottawa on the
she
size
wants
of
to
the
know
map.
where
She
the
wants
big,
Chanel, go and
big
get it,
poop
bro.
man is from.
Wait,
She's from near
I don't
Atlanta.
fucking
She wants
know.
to
I already
talk to
told
Big
you
Poop
that.
Man.
Dude, Poop Man's
You
fucking
don't
has
want to
social
talk
anxiety.
to Coochie Fritos.
Not real.
You don't want to talk to Barbados Slim,
Huh?
aka Coochie Fritos.
She wants to talk to Barbados Slim.
You know she doesn't.
She definitely does.
Go sleep more.
I'm from fucking Marietta, Ackworth.
Oh, I misspelled my place.
Villa?
Slim.
Alright, hold up, Hugh. I need a
You're about to
I need a
dox
little- I need a
yourself.
little
Yo,
story time.
Amber is the same age
Doc?
as my little. Amber's the same age as my little nephew, bro. What the hell? my little nephew is way more handsome and fit than Will Holt. I'm gonna look you up.
Oh, wow. That
My boy is shredded. He does MMA. He's a beast. He's a dog.
Thank
He's a
you.
motherfucking
That
problem.
means a lot.
Esther, why would you?
I went to
why would you
the
like
gym for
this?
3 hours today.
Oh my god.
Alright.
Yeah, so
I lifted
my question for you,
Lift the
Amber,
weights for an
is are
hour.
you also racist? Or
Oh, Steph, I
course
want
she's
to know if you're
racist.
racist.
is her
Me?
button?
Why
Yeah.
would Will Holt?
My family is.
Oh,
Oh, okay.
Alright, so
But
you
not
guys
you.
might be a good fit
I'm
together.
just-
So you
Okay.
definitely have some of it in you. That's for sure.
and me.
it's in your DNA.
I honestly,
Yeah, don't act like you
I just don't care about really anything ever.
Yes, you
so-
do. Oh, you're so 19. It's adorable.
Oh, I don't care. Alright,
I don't
listen.
care.
I fucking hate the N-words. I hate Indians. I also hate transgenders and gay people. You know,
Just shut up, Steph.
No, you know where I live?
About what you have to
He-
say.
Fucking
Wait, does he know where
Jesus
Villarica
Christ.
is?
Oh, Coochie, Big Poop Man. She wants to know if you know where Villarica is.
we were in the middle of another
Balling
conversation.
outrageous.
What?
Hugh, are you gonna make your move on Pokemon? Or is that...
Oh yeah, okay.
He's
my
not.
bad.
He's not gonna answer.
I already made my
Whenever,
move. It's waiting
whenever
on you,
his
bro.
name
My thing's
lights up,
like-
that's when he's talking.
Yes, you told me that.
Wait,
Oh,
I
I
already
did?
made my move.
You guys are
Yeah,
fucking
I think-
drunk
I
and
think my thing's
stupid.
bugged out or something.
I'm a repeater.
How long does Will Holt last in bed? That's what I really want to know.
Yeah, be honest. Be
No,
honest. Be honest. Be honest.
no, skip that one.
What do you mean
Fast
skip that
forward.
one? What
What do you
else?
mean skip that one?
That's like the only one I'm actually gonna care about or ask.
Who cares?
Does Will
I
Holt
do,
touch your
dude.
feet?
Hello? That's why I'm asking.
Is Will Holt in the feet? Is that real? Or is
I
he
told you
being
about the
mean?
Be
feet,
honest.
Yeah,
right?
you
Has
did.
he ever has he
Yeah.
ever,
You
like,
told them.
Yeah, explain the feet thing to them.
Wait, explain it.
No,
Yeah.
like
Told another girl as a joke, and then she tried to do
Hello?
feet things, and he was like, "What the heck?"
yeah, I know. He told us about that. It was on the podcast.
Oh, why did I have to explain it?
Because
Because he's
that
stupid.
it was consistent.
Big
Okay.
Pooh Man. Big Pooh Man, I have you turned up to 200% and I can still barely hear you, guys.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Oh, you're actually good now.
No, I hear you good, Poop
I
Man.
hear you now. Yeah, I hear you now. Yeah.
Do you know where? What was it?
Villarica.
Villarica?
So
Oh
he
my
doesn't.
God, for what?
So
There's
he's
nothing
not
there.
actually attracted to feet, is what you're telling me.
Yeah,
Amber,
I went there.
No, I'm not actually attracted to feet.
Well,
Amber, you said you're from Georgia?
Yeah.
Are you like a Georgia girl? Like, do you root for Georgia or what?
No, I'm a like diehard Alabama fan,
Oh, go to
but I
hell.
moved to Georgia when I was little.
Oh, so you're from
Bruh.
Alabama or what?
I mean, I was
bruh,
born in Alabama and all my family's in Alabama, but I grew
What
up in
city?
Georgia.
bruh.
Selma.
Don't give away too much info.
Selma, for real? City's fine.
Because
City's fine.
This
there
is
may
being.
be some
Do
like toxic users.
do
who
not. Yo,
try and
like.
attack.
All right, I'm not. No, listen.
Other one.
None
No,
of these
listen.
guys just
I don't know,
listen.
No, listen.
We get like,
No,
we get
listen.
like
What?
200
Listen,
listeners.
Amanda.
What?
Amanda.
There's so many people listening to this. Oh my
Yeah,
God.
listen,
No,
Amanda.
we're gonna put it to YouTube later.
Wait, please, no one find me.
They're not gonna find you. They're
Oh,
not
I'm
gonna
gonna
find you.
find you. You
They're not gonna
honestly,
find you.
you have honestly not
Just-
given us enough. You have
Just
honestly
don't
not
say
given-
your last name
I-
and don't say
hold on, hold on.
your address.
Like,
Okay.
we,
Well,
I
I-
my
I'm-
social security number.
everybody here could get Will.
Show
Holt
her the
arrested
YouTube
easily.
channel. Show her the
Yeah,
YouTube
that
channel.
y'all could all definitely get your
We
Show
should have-
show her the
Just like-
YouTube channel and
I don't know.
the views.
Just
For
hang out.
threats?
I'm not gonna show her the YouTube channel.
Why not?
I'm gonna respect that.
Because she said she's gonna respect it, so it doesn't matter.
Base.
Yeah,
Stay.
you know what? Like,
So Amanda, when you're at home alone, bored.
Amanda.
It's fucking lie.
How high are you?
Literally,
Stay
when I
high.
was in middle,
I'm
there
really.
was a guy that called me Amanda for 3 years, and I never corrected him.
Didn't you?
I have a
Yeah,
friend in
like
Brooklyn
didn't you
who's
call
about
yourself
to get
Amanda
married
like a
for
minute
years.
ago?
No.
Oh.
No, she didn't. She wants Chanel, go get.
So what's her name?
She wants Chanel. Go get it.
Don't make fun of me because I don't know her name. Just tell me her name.
Amber.
Oh, Amber. Okay. All right. So Amber, when you're bored later, look up the OSG podcast and watch.
No, don't do that. Don't do
I don't
that.
want to do
Imagine
that.
It's
being
bad.
born in the year
Look, just think a bunch of like either high or drunk dudes just sitting in a chat room
Why are
talking
you-
about whatever comes into mind.
Why are you
Of course it would.
ashamed? That's what I want to know. Why are you hiding it?
I don't
It's
know.
just a private. His
It's
life. He
private,
doesn't
yep.
have to share that.
No,
Yep.
yeah, he does. Don't give him that right. Yeah, he does.
He has literally every single
No,
right.
listen, Amber, no, Amber. I don't care like if you see it. I care that he's hiding it. Like I'm his co-host, and I don't hide it from my real life friends.
He is
Oh,
the
you're one of the
co-host.
hosts.
Yeah, I do it with
He
him.
is.
I-
It was my idea.
Me and Will
Are
do
you
it
one of the
together.
hosts that on YouTube?
No,
Yeah, it's my YouTube
Steve
channel.
Hosts it. Stay High hosts it.
But you just.
I picked him because he's easy to pick on, and I don't like him at all.
No, he
So-
fucking.
Wow.
No,
You're
listen,
such a
that's a joke. He
This reminds me
literally.
so much of Connor. He literally.
Really?
The one that, with the unicorn
Let me
thing.
tell you. Let me tell you. Let me
He
tell you.
was
Let me
there
tell
in
you.
the group, me like Amber.
Let me tell
Amber. Amber.
Let me tell you the story. We all play this online game called RuneScape.
She knows RuneScape.
How can
Yeah,
you
I
tell
used to
her
play
this
it.
story?
RuneScape, and I run the clan chat that we're all in, and it's a very openly racist, white supremacist clan chat.
And I fucking like I hate niggers.
Not
Like,
necessarily.
And Will Ho, in his infinite wisdom, said we need to spread our message through a podcast.
Wait, so what
So he
is
said-
it?
I don't know.
look it up.
Oh, this is called Discord.
What is it?
It's just like an app
Discord
for
is a
chat.
place
This is just a way to
all
talk. It's just a
right,
talk
racist,
thing.
It's just a way to
on the
talk,
internet.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's
So
like Skype.
anyways,
Wait, did y'all hear that I used to play RuneScape?
I don't care that you played
Okay.
RuneScape.
Oh yeah, you did say that.
Wow. That's
Well, she
kinda
keeps
mean,
changing the
actually.
conversation when we're trying to say something.
Oh fuck
I'm
off,
sorry.
Steph.
Well,
You are
Honest-
such a
honestly,
coward.
Stay
What is
High,
wrong with you,
You've
bro?
never said one good thing.
you guys,
Jesus Christ,
you guys
dude.
act like I'm being mean, but I say the same thing to you guys.
are, dude. Like, what the hell? Of course, this conversation is steering towards her. You even said it yourself earlier that the
Yeah.
podcast only got good because fucking
bull.
Will Ho got his girlfriend on the podcast.
When?
Why are you mad that we're paying attention to her?
No, I'm just
Fuck off,
saying
Stay
stop
High.
changing the
Jesus
fucking
Christ, all night.
conversation.
This is falling apart.
I'm just
like
saying. I'm just saying.
Okay.
Stop changing the conversation every minute. Like we're in the middle of
Exactly what
something.
you just said.
What level
Yeah.
were you? Alright, shh. What level were you, Amber?
All right, yeah. She can tell me about her fucking
Were you
level
good
70
at
account.
combat?
Sure,
Were you good
may
at
as well.
chopping trees, fishing?
Honestly, I was there for a good time.
What, were you just like walking around Fairrock, just hanging out?
She was
Pretty
my
much,
first.
yeah.
She was my
Okay.
first RuneScape girlfriend I met at Verox. So what are you talking about?
I'll tell you what, there was a
She-
period of time
Well,
where I would go into the free-to-play worlds on Varrock and just follow the girl characters and ask for their Snapchat.
Oh my god.
Yeah, and a lot
Did it
of them
work?
would send it to me, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Will
I feel-
Hull goes in
what
her
up?
CC and asks for girl Snapchats, and they like give them
embarrassed
to
to
him.
tell you, but she was the girl on top of Varrock Castle, tricking it out.
That's fucking.
Oh,
That's pretty
man.
attractive. Lol, we just got an arcane prayer scroll.
This is ridiculous.
What is?
Tell us
actually
about how
the
you
thing
guys
that's
met.
going
How
on.
did you guys meet again? Was that on Tinder or what?
Wait, we have a cool story.
Okay, you
Sushi.
tell it.
Oh,
Okay.
I want to hear it
their
from your
story's
perspective.
I
cool.
know, I know,
Okay.
I know
Wait,
they
can I-
went. I know they
Yeah,
went on
go
a
ahead.
sushi date, but I
Yeah,
don't
it's
remember
fine.
how they fucking started
Anything.
talking.
You came up with a.
There's no rules.
Okay. So. Wait, I saw him on Bumble, and I was like, wait, he looks familiar.
Oh yeah.
and then I
Bumble.
remembered that
Oh, yeah,
I
we
met
already-
him. They're talking. Okay. I had met him at a thing that's called Midnight Sushi. They probably only have it here, but I was at my friend's birthday party there, and there were like these 4 random guys sitting at the end of the table that no one knew. They were just kind of like they just joined the party. So I got there late, and there was only 2 seats open, one by them and one by a girl I didn't really like that much. So I sat by them. And then we talked a little bit, but not that much. But then I saw him and I recognized him from that. And then once we started talking, we realized that we played Slither together. this past summer because we both worked on campus and we're so bored.
Man, you guys are fucking nerds. Like, straight up.
Oh,
wow.
No, I know that just 5 minutes ago I fucking snapped on Stay High, but that was stupid, adorable listening to you say that. It was really so fucking cool.
How did you
Look, the only person whose feedback I care about is honestly.
Can you snap on Stay High again so I can hear it? Because my fucking
Hmm?
phone died.
I don't know why you're acting like I should be acting different than normally, so.
Stay
Because
High.
you're an
What
asshole,
what
Stay
I
High.
said back actually happened. Like 10 minutes ago, you said the podcast just got better because Will Holt got his girlfriend in the podcast. And
What?
when she said something, and we
What?
pay attention
Why
to
are you
her,
talking
fucking
about this
flip
again?
out. Like, what the hell?
What do you, like, why are you repeating yourself?
Because you just said you didn't understand it, and I'm trying to explain it to you.
I don't understand it.
Well, yeah, well, you're just ignoring that I said, like, you guys keep changing the conversation, and that's annoying. Like, that's all I said. Like, I don't care what you guys talk about. And you're doing it
About
again.
that in a podcast, though, bro. We're all, like, two of us are drunk. Like, this is all... I
Yeah, me and Hugh.
Bro, I
right
said, like, one thing
I
off
guess
the
I
mark.
understand. I guess I
Maybe
understand the
also.
complaint. It's just like...
Well, I
it's
said...
I only got one bottle of wine.
Okay.
I don't know why I did that.
No, listen, I said one thing off the cuff, and you've re-brought it up, like, 10 times.
I could go back and get another.
10 times it's
But
been
you
twice,
have
bro.
a paper to write, right?
Yeah, but it's not on your top.
Yeah,
At
but
Amber.
you have to write a paper.
Yo, Amber, has Will Holt told you that he's jerked off with us on Discord?
Oh my god.
That's real. That's one of the...
That's true.
It's a
That's
joke.
real. That's
That's
all true.
real. Like, it's not wrong.
That's real.
Will Holt
Has
just
she
got...
seen this video of you, Will Holt?
You're trying to.
No, so...
Has she seen... Well,
did
has she
record
seen?
this
Has she seen
video.
Egg Drink?
Has she seen an egg drink? Show her the website already. I'm linking the website. Did that link it?
Nah.
No, they didn't link it.
Show her Egg Drink.
What's about to happen?
Nothing happened. I literally just played that video. I showed her the egg drink
Yeah, that's
video, I
pretty
think.
base.
Yeah, you.
I showed her egg drink.
Show her the website. If you don't click on that link,
I'm not gonna... Okay, I'll show her the website.
No, you don't have to show
click
me
on the
anything you don't
fucking
wanna
link.
show me.
Okay, it's
I
not up
clicked
to
on the
Will.
link, whatever.
It's not
But
up
look,
to Will.
it's me and Stay High.
Okay.
Look, none of this makes sense to me,
If you
so
have-
it's definitely not gonna make sense to you.
Of course
What
it
if I
makes sense to
understand it
you.
better than you do?
Don't pretend it doesn't
it
make sense to
hardly
you.
makes sense to
You
me.
gave
Look,
all the
Stay
info
High,
to
he's the
stay.
fellow founder, special guest, rare guest. He's not here right now. Steph, that's my boy. Cyan.
Wait,
he's
what's the
not
one
here
that's
right
been
now.
nice to me?
I've been nice
Who?
to you. That's me, Steph.
Hugh,
No,
Hugh's
it's me.
been really. That's really.
That's me.
That would be me, Steve.
That's
Steven.
my friend who got deported to Peru.
Okay, Will, tell her that Steph Nugs is me, the one that was.
Yes, me, Steph.
Okay.
Nugs.
All right, Steph, I get it.
My
You're cool. Get
beehole
over it.
after Taco Bell, and it's a volcano.
My B.O.
I don't know who made this website, but someone made it.
You know exactly who made it. You don't know who that person is, but you
Wait,
talk
wait,
about
Okay,
that
it
person.
was
doesn't know
your
exactly
friend. It
who
was
it
your
is.
random Calgary friend.
He doesn't live in Calgary, you dumb
Where's that-
fuck. He lives
that
in
mean?
Texas with you. He lives in
That's a
Houston.
guy who comes on the podcast.
He lives in Texas
sometimes.
with you.
I am so embarrassed. I feel like such a
You don't
retard.
have to show me this. Then.
It's
Like,
No.
No, this was a
There's a
big
picture
promo
of
on
Alexandria
Amber,
Ocasio-Cortez.
Stop
Yeah.
pretending he doesn't have to show you anything. He has to show you all
he
of it.
really does.
That's
he does
Stay
not.
High. That's Stay
Well,
High.
it's not. It's not about
His
your
name is
relationship.
Sean.
That's
It's about-
you.
Yeah,
That is me.
That's you.
Yeah.
that's you. Yeah, it is me.
We'll ignore that. We'll ignore that text.
Let's see that text. I wanna.
Politician.
Oh, is that one of the
Probably.
pictures? Oh, read the text. Oh my God, read the
There's
text.
that guy.
Read the text.
Wait.
That's the text from episode 4. Read it. That's hilarious.
There's some random Venezuelan text
Read.
to the RuneScape.
So what does OSG stand for?
That's an old school game.
I don't actually
Oh
know.
my
School
fucking
general.
god! It's
Which
old
is
school
like a-
general.
General.
It's
old
like
school general.
a chat
Old school
that all
game.
of the people go
It's
into.
old school general. Stop.
Old
Look,
school.
okay, we can hear you. I don't have to also say it.
Oh yeah, that's a fair point. I apologize.
Dumbass.
That's me. I'm a seagull.
Yeah, that is a fair point. Anyways.
There's our friend
Yeah,
Bobby
I completely
Whip.
forgot Amber had a bud in.
Had a what?
A bud in.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
Earbud, right?
There's Kodiak. That's the guy who sings that song that's used.
Can you read her the text or what? That's like the only thing. That's like the only thing that is interesting on there. Let
It's
her
for
read the
wasting
text.
your time. That's the gist of. Fine, I'll let her read the text. Whatever.
Okay, thanks.
This is gonna be the most embarrassing thing that's ever happened to me in my life. Read it out loud. Read that out loud. Go ahead. No, it doesn't matter.
Shut up. Read it out loud. Thanks.
Look, this is a very dark place in my time. Okay, read it out loud.
I don't want to read
That
it.
thing is
Read
giving me.
It's funny. It's the no, it's just something funny Will did once. Just.
I'm very jealous.
Look,
of the
I was like in the.
This
chat
was
with
like
the
5
fellas,
months
and I
ago.
thought it was funny.
This was like 5
It was
months
a long time ago.
and very peer pressured. All right. Anyways, read it out because it's funny as fuck. And I've read that over and laughed so many times.
Wait, what fucking text? Post it in the Discord.
Oh,
It's
just
on the website.
it's. Do you know when he posted that episode where he jerked off the whole episode?
I'll go to
It's
I'll
it's
go to
that
the
text that
website.
he posted with it.
Oh,
And
I
read it out loud
remember.
already.
Time
Yeah.
to close.
You didn't have to show me that.
Read it out
I
loud.
figured not. Oh, there's a funny cat.
You didn't have to show me.
She didn't like that. The
You see
fucking
that
fallout.
cat
Fucking
gagging on the pickle?
Bro, Will Holt, I'm feeling you so
Bro.
hard right now. I've tried to like show my girlfriend internet memes and shit, and like shit that I do on the internet before, and like none of it makes sense to her.
I show
My
everyone
ex-girlfriend-
everything I
My
do on
ex-girlfriend,
the
my
net.
ex-girlfriend,
I
God
don't
bless
have
her
a
fucking
touch
soul,
phone.
just could not understand it, bro.
Yeah,
And like,
I know exactly.
Yeah, it doesn't make any sense. Like, it's at the
no,
point
but,
where none of
dude,
it. It's like the
on top
more
of-
it doesn't make sense, the funnier it is. You know?
on top of the normie barrier
this-
between my
this is just
ex-girlfriend and I,
nonsense.
there was also the fucking language barrier because she didn't grow up in the States, right? So, like,
So
Yeah,
she didn't speak
Spanish.
English?
she did, but she didn't understand English jokes or English, you know, like, yeah.
Hmm.
Oh my god, Hugh, I just caught a ditto.
Miss her fucking disgusting tits.
Hmm.
Who are you talking about again?
My ex-girlfriend, the big-titted Colombian
Just
girl.
a shaken picture of a baby.
That's
Big-titted
cringe-ass
goth Colombian
Just,
bitch.
post the cat coat mint video.
Fucking
I got
demon
you.
cunt.
I got
demon
you.
whore.
He got me. That's
I
my
got
friend
you.
Steph Notes. It's probably
Who
my
is
best
also
friend.
Dre.
That is Dre.
I get it, Steph.
Oh my god,
Fucking
you're
cool.
such a fucking faggot. Shut your mouth.
Just
Holy
have fellas
shit.
talk to each other.
Dude.
Oh my
This is my
god.
favorite video.
Well, all you gotta do is.
Oops.
Yo,
Ignore that.
I'm gonna need some more cleavage.
That's it. It's
Oops.
just a cat drone.
That's a pretty funny video.
It says when you pack a lip after a 12 pack of beer.
Let
Show
me
show her
post
one
it.
of the
You can
intros.
ignore the beer.
Let me post a
I
very
can delete
funny
them.
video.
There we go.
Why would you delete my ex-girlfriend's disgusting sweaty tits?
Wait, that was your ex-girlfriend?
Gamer
Yeah.
sound.
Yeah, show me more of
I
this.
don't-
The
stuff.
fucking gamer music. Let me show Amber this absolutely righteous.
This is just
video.
ridiculous at this point.
Bruh.
Oh, we're not
That's
gonna
a
show
funny-
that one. That's not funny. I don't want this Discord to get banned, so we
Will
can do
Holt
this.
has laughed at that video.
I have not laughed at it.
Yes, he has.
That's not true.
Yeah, you have.
Yes, he has.
Like what?
It's not true.
He's laughed at
No.
literally everything you've seen here.
That's not true.
He's probably laughing internally right now.
Hashtag that's not true.
See, that's the kind of stuff I'm looking for. Me and the boys watching the
Yeah,
screen
because you
in
don't
the
want her to
microwave.
know all the other stuff.
Look.
There's not other stuff. I don't even like the other stuff.
I've never been backpedaling.
Oh,
I put
you
some of the stuff saved on my phone. This is the type of stuff that I'm into, okay? It'll
It's the
pop up
shit
on
that I want.
Point I'm not
Alright, I'm about to post some fucking good memes for Will Holt right now.
Okay, go ahead.
Go on ahead, King.
Just like this by itself is hilarious. Not that. That.
Not that.
Just really fat stormtrooper.
She's explaining it.
Okay, this is falling apart. I'm very embarrassed right now.
Yeah, you should be, you moron. This is like the dumbest thing you've ever done.
Yeah, this is quite stupid. I'm about to log off.
Blue Doge.
It's just a blue dog.
It's the blue dog.
like it's literally just a blue dog, and it's
Blue
fun.
Doge, baby. Yeah.
You're not reacting at all, and I don't know what to do.
So when she fucking leaves at fucking, I don't know
I'm
now.
getting really tired of it.
Pardon? I said pardon? I didn't understand you.
This is the greatest night of fucking Fortnite ever.
I love
dude,
Fortnite.
Fuck, I love Fortnite.
What should
Stay high.
Though, I can't
What?
lie.
Stay high. How long have you been recording?
An hour and 15.
No matter
Okay,
what, we'll
that's long enough for Will Holt to log off. No, I don't care if y'all upload it. Whatever.
That's funny, but why are you leaving? It's fine.
Because Amber's like
too
mouthing to her that
embarrassed.
she's being freaked out.
Because she stopped saying anything, and I feel like she's reacting dramatically.
I'll just
Okay.
work on my
Okay.
What's going through your
Work on your
mind,
paper.
Amber? Just tell me.
She gave me the earbud.
Damn, rather unfortunate.
Yep.
You know, she's gonna, in a week, she's gonna tell you to stop drinking now, right? Something
Yeah,
like that.
probably.
She's gonna break up with you, bro. This was the dumbest thing you've ever done.
Probably, yeah.
I enjoyed the motherfucking hell out of it. Like,
Alright, well.
Nah, you're fine.
Well,
She's
I'm
probably gonna
log
ask
off
you to
'cause
stop fucking drinking though. Like,
yeah,
guaranteed
go
it.
ahead, Will.
I don't want y'all to hear me pee for the 7th time tonight.
Thank you.
How much water do you drink?
He's
I
drunk.
drink a lot of water. I drink about a gallon and a half every.
So, if you could, that'd be great. But if not, it's all you, man.
Wait, you want to hear it?
Wait, what? Yeah. You
Sure.
came
Alright.
in at a very
No,
terrible
don't
time
fucking
there.
ask
I
him to
can
pee on
make
the
that
mic.
happen.
Do it, do it, do it, do it, do it.
Alright,
Don't.
ignore me.
Do it, do it, do
for
it,
the
do it.
next minute.
Jesus Christ, Will Holt. God damn, a 19-year-old. Oh my god, I need to go to prison.
You need to go. Shut up, you.
No, I mean, yeah, no disrespect to her, but seriously, Jesus Christ, a 19-year-old.
Yeah, I finally banged a new chick recently. It was kind of chill.
I mean, that makes sense.
Base.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay, ketamine.
It's simply the way it is.
Miss those boobies, fellas.
Is that her?
Yeah, that's her.
Anyone want to come PK at Revs with me and Foreskin?
Jeez, you.
Foreskin, bro, Foreskin dies at fucking, like, Winter Todd. How's he going?
Look at that fucking video.
I don't know, I'm just drunk. I just kind of want to PK somebody.
That was your girlfriend?
That was my ex-girlfriend, yeah.
Damn, bro, she's got them titties.
Yeah, she was the big titty Colombian goth girl, bro. She was like the best sex of my life, hands down.
What happened between you two?
We dated for 3 years. We were living together and everything, but we shared absolutely zero in common except the fact that we loved to fuck each other's brains out. Like, the relationship went to shit, and like for the last year of the relationship, we had sex like maybe twice a month, but it was still good every time we had it. And I was cheating.
Not a lot.
And I was cheating on her like 4 times a week, like.
Shit.
And then she.
Oh my god!
And then she took a trip to Colombia and came back home and broke up with me, and I was like, yeah, that makes sense. Like, I expected her to break up with me.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Like,
Like,
honestly, it does make sense. You know.
and then I found out, and then I found out she had cheated on me while she was gone, and I fucking milked the ever-living shit out of that because she never found out I cheated on her. Jesus Christ, who knows how many times.
Oh, what? So you got pity sex from her? Like,
not pity sex, but I literally made her like she was in California at the time when I found out she was cheating on me because I since we broke up, we were living together, and I moved out, and I moved back home, and my mom wouldn't let me take my cat home. So my cat was with her while I was looking for an apartment. And when she went to Cali, she let me house sit for her so I could be with my cat. And she left her laptop behind, and I asked her one night, like, yo, can I use your laptop? Because I don't have mine with me. And she was like, yeah. I opened it, her Skype was open, and I read her Skype convo with her best friend. And the bitch was sitting there laughing about how she had cheated on me while she was in Colombia and shit. And like,
wow, what a whore.
Wow,
yeah,
that
women are
sucks.
fucking
Say
evil,
hi.
bro. Yeah,
Say hi.
women are-
So what'd you do?
What?
That's rough.
So-
Did you get the file I shared with you earlier? On me so Canadian at Yahoo.
I didn't look.
Yahoo.ca.
Why are you
Okay, we'll check that later. 'cause
Why are
that's
you
the
laughing
first
at
episode.
.ca? I'm from Canada, you
Oh,
retard.
Jesus Christ, stay high. It's nothing personal.
Look, whatever.
Well, like, are you
It's just
stupid?
funny.
That's one of my old
Look,
videos.
I shared it with you. I'm about to log off,
Alright.
so
Alright, later we'll hold.
y'all keep going as long as you feel like, and then
Love you, Will.
upload whatever.
Sure. Sorry, but you had to
Alright,
expose
I'll keep
the
going.
OSG
I'll keep going
podcast.
with the story. I'll see you later. We'll hold.
Goodbye, gentlemen.
Good luck, nigga. Cause
Yeah, good luck.
Got no girlfriend now.
Anyways, so I found out she'd been cheating on me, and and I called her that night while she was in California. Fucking called her, and I was like, "Yo, I found out," and she was like, "Cry," and I milked the ever living shit out, bro, because I found out she had cheated on me the night that Vader, our cat, had died.
Oh no.
And I was texting her at midnight saying, our cat got run over. What do I do? I'm at the vet. This is, and the entire time I'm texting her about this, she's in fucking bed with another dude.
Wow.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
heavy.
And I
That's
milked
fucked.
the ever living crap out of it, and I'm sitting there yelling at her, calling her a worthless cunt and shit, and I've cheated on her. That month she was gone, that she cheated on me twice. I cheated on her like 27 times. and I'm sitting here fucking milking it because I'm an evil fuck. And at one point, she just like up and goes like, "Do you wish I was dead?"
What?
And I was like, yeah, I wish you would just fucking drive off the fucking San Francisco bridge right goddamn now. And she was like, well, I have a ton of pills and my alcohol. And she wanted to fucking kill herself on the phone with me, bro. And eventually I talked her out of it.
Eventually.
Yeah, eventually I talked her out of it. And then like, I was like, and then she was like, oh, I don't know how to live with myself and blah blah blah. And at this point I was tired of her because she was such a fucking baby, and she's a terrible person. She's a goddamn horrible person. Seriously, the only reason I was with her for 3 years is because it's the best sex I've ever had in my goddamn life, and I would like kill to have sex with her again right now.
I feel that, dude. Trust me.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
know.
But she is a goddamn evil, horrible cunt of a person. And I forgot where I was going with that. I'm very drunk. And,
Keep going.
And so she comes back. She comes back from her trip, and I was still house sitting for her. And I hadn't talked to her ever since that night where I blew up on her and she almost killed herself. And like she texts me when she lands at the airport, and she's like, "So you're at my house still?" And I was like, "Yeah, I'm still here." And she was like, Do I have a promise that I'm gonna be safe or whatever when I go over there?" And I responded like, fuck you, Laura. Like, I've never threatened you or anything.
I hate when chicks say that dumb shit. Like,
seriously, dude. Like
yeah, I'm mad at you, but I'm not gonna hit you all of a sudden.
I never once raised my hands to that girl. I never once threatened her with any kind of physical motion or anything. I was like, fuck you, Laura. You know me better than that. Just come here and we'll talk. I'll leave. You know. And she eventually got home, cause she even accused me. She was like, cause I was there taking care of the cats. She had a cat and she had my cat, Jessica. And she even told me like, is my cat alive? And I was like, go to hell, seriously.
What?
Go to fucking hell.
That's honestly super fucked.
I
like...
love animals. She She knows my biggest dream in life ever was to be a fucking cameraman for National Geographic. Like, fuck her, bro. I told her, like, how dare you accuse me of, like, harming your cat over some stupid shit between the two of us? Like, fuck you, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, dude.
Damn.
Like, yeah.
That's why I hate women, bro. I'm sorry.
Yeah, she was a fucking evil cunt of a person. And she eventually got back, and we talked about it. There were a lot of, like, yelling and tears, and then we fucked each other's brains out. And then when we woke up the next morning and fucked another time. And then we went to work because we were still working together at that time.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So we like woke up together and went to work together and everything, and we were broken up, and everybody at the office knew it. But we got there together, reeking of fucking sex and cigarettes and shit. Like,
Based.
and then like after that, like the next week, the guy she cheated on me with came to visit her and was staying at her place with her, and my cat was still over there, and it annoyed the living shit out of me. But and I found out. But like the second day the dude was there, she texted me and was like, I can't stand this dude, I regret cheating on you with him so fucking much. And she literally texted me like, please come over and like fuck my brains out because this guy is terrible. And so the entire week this dude was over there, spending the week over at her place. Every time she was alone, I was like rushing over there and like fucking her for as long as I could before he got back. And then after he left, we were fucking like, I told you guys, like towards the end of the relationship, we were fucking 2 times a month or something.
Ew.
For the month and a half, for the 45 days that we were broken up before she found another boyfriend, I guarantee you we fucked like twice a day, 30 out of those 45 days.
That's pretty yummy.
And she was fucking me the entire time she was flirting and going out on dates with the dude she's dating right now.
The hell's wrong?
And then one morning when she was over at my house, she's like, well, look, I'm getting pretty serious with the other guy, so I'm starting to feel kind of bad about this. Because she had literally gone on dates with the other guy, and then like instead of inviting him over to her house, had gotten a taxi from the restaurant they were at to my house to fuck. Like,
wow.
You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah.
I don't like women. What? Like, why? Like, what? Like, what's the point?
And now she's in like a super happy relationship with him, and like every single thing of her social media is a picture with him. And while we were together, she never had a picture of us together as her display pic on anything. Like she always hid me on social media. Now with this guy, it's like wide open, lovey-dovey posts like every single day, and it's just like, bro, you were fucking me the entire time that guy was trying to win you over. Like, fuck off. Women are fucking evil, bro. Like,
I don't like it goes like what goes through their brain when they do that. Like, what's the point?
Yeah. That girl was incapable. She was the classic fucking feminist, fucking blue-haired, fucking leftist that always told me you should have more empathy towards people, and she didn't give a fuck about anybody but herself. Every decision she ever made in her life, the only thing she considered was how it would fucking benefit or not benefit herself. She never gave a fuck about me, or she doesn't give a fuck about her family. Just Jesus Christ, her pussy gets so wet and the sex is so goddamn good. Oh my god, dude.
That's the double-edged sword right there, dude.
Yeah, seriously.
So like I know exactly.
And it's definitely somewhat her specifically, but it's also Colombian women, bro. Oh my god. Colombian women got some kind of fucking biological fire in fucking pussies, bro. Definitely Colombians are the best women to have seen. I live in Lima, Peru, which is a very heavy tourist area. And like 8 years ago when I moved down here, I lost like over 100 pounds and then gained 15 pounds in muscle, and I was like very fit and confident. And there was like, from the time I was 19 to 21, I literally fucked every single chick I ever set my goals on, bro. Like 19 to 21 were the best years of my life.
Dude.
And And I've had sex with like a ton of European girls, pretty much
Bro.
all of South America.
I've finally
Americans.
fucked this old chick from high school that I was trying to bone for like a year and a half, and like
Dude, that's one of my biggest goals is heading back to the States and fucking a girl from high school that I wanted to fuck. And my options are getting very slim. Like out of the ones I wanted to fuck, like out of the ones
and have kids and shit.
exactly. Out of the ones I wanted to fuck, let's say there's like 15 of them. 10 are married with kids. 3 are fat and ugly. And 2 are still like fuckable.
You gotta get on that. I told you guys about the time that like I like stopped talking to this fat chick, and then years later like she got fit, and then like I fucked her, and then like stopped talking to her again.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was probably my most based moment in my whole life. Like that's probably the best thing I've ever done. I'm sorry, but
Yo, my fucking my fucking landlords, the lady who rents me my apartment. Her daughter is too goddamn retarded, mega ultra stupid hot. She's like 5'4", dude. Oh my god. I just posted a picture of her in the chat.
Ooh, I would fucking.
Jesus. Okay.
She's retarded, stupid hot.
Any girl that wears that sort of pants, like.
She's
like all metal rocker chick and shit. Like, she's
pretty great. Yeah, I've had not like a completely as fucked experience as that, but I've had a similar experience as that. You know, and I don't know. Man.
Well, tell me about it. What happened?
Yeah, go ahead, vent, bro. You heard how good it felt for me to get all that out. Vent, bro.
Tell me from the beginning.
And I'm trying to PK right now. Give me 2 seconds. I'm probably gonna die soon.
Yeah, sure. After you PK.
Okay. So no, I've only really had like 2 or 3 like actual adult like relationships in my life. But
I'm sorry.
I don't care about
I'm
that.
sorry I'm interrupting, but look at the chat. Like, look at this stupid, ridiculously hot fuck bitch.
I had to sit up in the chair for that one.
And she's fucking 19, my guys. Like, oh my god.
You say that, but like I'm still banging 19-year-olds. That's my age group.
I'm 27, bro.
Well, that's
it's
rough.
hard for me now. Yeah, it's really rough.
Bro, I see like 14-year-old chicks sometimes, and I'm like I'll see them on the road. You know what I mean? Like I'll see like their backs. I'll be like, damn, check out this chick, and then like I pass her and I see their faces, and I'm like, oh my god, like.
Yeah, bro.
I'm a pedophile, right? You know, like it feels so bad.
Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about, and it's even worse for me because 27. But keep going, big butt.
Hold on, wait.
What's Big Butt doing again?
He was talking about his girlfriend that was an evil fucking cheating cunt.
No, but what's he doing right now?
liar.
That's preventing him from talking.
He's PKing.
Oh,
Yeah, PK.
you can't talk while you PK?
Yeah, that's why he said like 2 seconds while he gets his kill.
Yeah, I didn't know what he said. So I was confused. I heard this like analog stick. I've like pictured him in the back playing Pong or something.
Once I get a PK, and
once I get my PK with my analog stick with my goddamn bass.
That'd be fucking gnarly. Well, doesn't it sound like an analog stick?
Yeah, it does. It does sound like a fucking. It sounds like a fighting game keyboard or whatever.
Something like that.
Yeah. She's so fucking retardedly stupid hot. Oh my god. I
love dumb hot girls.
Like, and I remember, like, dude, it was a complete. 2 weeks before I got my apartment, I was just like searching like hashtag grunge girls Lima Peru or some shit, like just trying to find fat material, you know?
Okay, yeah.
Anyways.
And I found this fucking girl, and then like 2 weeks later, I rent an apartment from her mom, and like 2 weeks after I move in, I see her like with her mom, and I'm like, damn, that's that girl I followed on Instagram. Like,
that's fucking.
And I thought from her pictures on her Instagram that she was tall, and then I see her in person, she's like 5'4", and it was even hotter, to be honest.
Oh yeah, short girls. That's the chick. Like she's like a snowboarder chick. It's so nice to finally fuck her. Like I don't know.
Yeah.
Like short
Alright,
girls,
dude, but-
just something they got, something about their bodies.
Yeah. It's
Oh yeah,
not
no, me
best.
too. My girlfriend's literally a foot shorter than me. I'm 6'3".
I'd say
she's
that.
6'3".
I say
She's
that, but
5'3". It's fucking.
Oh
I don't know. Like, I've had a thing for short girls for like, I don't know, since like high school. You know.
I
but-
say that. I say that, but every girlfriend I've ever had, I'm 5'11", king of all manlets, and
That's
every
not
girlfriend
manly, bro.
yes, it is.
Honestly,
Dude,
like
it's legit suicide tier being fucking 0.7 inches away from being 6 feet tall, bro.
I guess, but at the same time, I think personally,
I
like,
get what
internet
you're saying.
culture has like fucked the mindset of most.
I
men,
understand. I
you know?
understand exactly what you're saying. Like
Yeah.
I know I'm not short, but
Nah.
my fucking hang up is being so close yet so far away to being 6 feet. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know exactly what you're saying too, but at the same time, I've been like over 6 feet since like fucking freshman year in high school, and I have such like a hard time like differentiating and shit between people's heights. You know, like I have like depth perception wise and all that stuff. Most people my height, I think, don't even like think about it. You know, unless you're like super
How tall are you again?
6'3".
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Like,
Look at that fucking bitch and her stupid stomach and ridiculously sexy eyes and shit. Like, who does she think she is?
That's those tattoos are pretty provocative.
Yeah,
as
because
well.
she's like super rocker heavy metal chick, and yet she's only got 2 very appropriate like tattoos.
So, anyways, what I was saying is that I've never had a breakup that serious before. You know,
Yeah.
like I've never had like a living situation get fucked like that, or like you know,
Oh, word. Yeah.
a super like you know sexually intense situation get fucked like that.
How old are you
Like,
again?
I'm 24.
Okay.
I just turned 24 like 2 weeks ago. But fucking when I was in high school and shit, like the first serious girlfriend I ever had, we only dated for like 4 months, but you know, obviously I was smitten because I like lost my virginity to her, and I like you know did all the firsts with her and whatnot, all that shit. And she was like a nymphomaniac, you know, and she like went around my back and like fucked one of my good friends. You know, really fucked me up and like put me in a really dark place, and we had this like falling out that lasted for like 2 weeks, you know. So I kind of relate to what you were saying. Kind of a not a super climactic story, but
dude,
still.
I could spend hours on this girl. Like I knew what I was getting into. Like I'm stupid for wasting 3 years of my life on that girl because we were living together as fuck buddies for like a year before we were even an official couple. You know
That's
what I'm saying?
based.
Yep.
It was based, but at the same time, it was like we became a couple like a month after some heavy shit where we were living together as fuck buddies, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And I told her like the goddamn exact second that you know for sure that you're interested in another guy and you're interested in pursuing a relationship with that other guy because you have already told me that you love the sex but you don't want to date me, but you're fine with me living with you and helping you with the expenses as long as I'm digging you down, you know? So I told her, like, as soon as you catch feelings for another guy, tell me so I can get the hell out of here. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
And then, like, I remember it was fucking February, and my birthday is February 10th. And it was like on my birthday that I noticed that she was like retardedly acting super weird. Especially for her to act that way on my birthday, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And like at the end of the day, like we got home and she gave me like my birthday, and for my birthday present, I got to fuck her in the ass, even though she was a strictly like no anal girl, and she hated every fucking second of it. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
But she was acting weird the entire day. And then, like, Valentine's Day was coming up, right? And the day after my birthday, we went to this fucking shopping center, and we were in the taxi together, and we're talking, and she's like looking at her cell phone and chatting on her cell phone, and I noticed that every time I look over, she like hurriedly fucking goes back to the home screen of her iPhone and like hides her phone. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
And I'm like, oh, come on. Everybody knows what's going on here. And then she tells me like, she tells me like, oh, you're not gonna believe what happened. I forgot Valentine's Day is coming up. And well, last year, me and my friends, since we were all single on Valentine's Day, we got together like at my friend's house, and we just watched movies together, like all 6 or 7 of us. And we were thinking we were gonna do the exact same thing this year, and I already said yes. Yeah. And I was like, oh, okay, whatever, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? And then on Valentine's Day morning, we worked together, but she went into work like 2 hours before I did. So she always left the house before I did. And then I remember like she told me like I have a big project to do. She told me like she told me that she had canceled on her friends. She's a translator. She told me like I got a big translation job to do, so I don't know if I'm gonna have time to do something on Valentine's Day, even though my friends can't, even though I canceled on my friends. And I was like, okay. And so she leaves that morning for work, and I honestly, honest to God, like I was very in love with the girl, even though she had already told me she wanted nothing to do with me romantically. And so I got on her laptop strictly to see like if she had finished enough of her translation project to where maybe we would have time to go out for dinner or something, you know?
Yeah.
Like I wanted to surprise her or whatever. And while I'm on her laptop, like checking the status of her translation project on the translation software she used, she's logged into the Twitter application on Windows, and she gets a fucking private message on Twitter from her ex-boyfriend saying, "So we're still on for tonight." Yeah. And I was like, what? And I don't have Twitter. And I never ever checked her Twitter ever. But that morning I checked her Twitter, and like on my birthday, like 10 minutes max after I was done coming in her ass, she fucking tweets like, I'm so happy I have a Valentine's Day date. So like before taking it in the ass from me, she was fucking planning a Valentine's Day date with her ex-boyfriend.
And then she finished fucking you, and then like saw like, oh, like we have a date.
Yeah, exactly. So I texted her, and I was like, what the fuck, bro? And she was like, oh my god. She tried to like come up with excuses, but I was like, no, like I caught you, bro. Like you knew what you were doing from the goddamn get-go. This wasn't a scheduling mistake or some shit. You knew exactly what you were doing, and she admitted as much. But I still forgave her. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Cause she told me like, she told me she wanted to see him, but she wasn't like. It was the first time she was gonna see him again since they had broke up, and that's why she didn't mention it to me at all. And whatever, she gave me a bunch of excuses, and I forgave her basically. You know what I'm saying? And
I hear what you're saying, but
yeah, and then later on, like a couple weeks after that, it was a Saturday, and she told me like, hey, remember my ex was talking to me? And I was like, yeah. And she was like, oh yeah, she ended up like, she even like ended up canceling on him on Valentine's Day because I found out, you know.
That's silly.
She canceled on him and she stayed home with me and we like fucked each other's brain. And then she tells me like, you know how I've been talking with my ex or whatever, and I was like, yeah, what's up? And she was like, well, he worked like for some magazine, like covering concerts or whatever, so he got a lot of free tickets. And she was like, oh, he's got free tickets to this concert that I planned on going to anyways. And it was true. She like had been talking about it for months and was about to buy her and she was like, so would you mind if I go with him? And I was like, I don't mind, but like if something happens between you guys, like come home and immediately tell me so I can dip. Saying?
Yeah, of course.
And she was like, okay, yeah, sure. And I was like, all right, whatever. And and while she was at the concert with the guy, I had another girl over and I cheated on her the entire day.
Oh my god, dude.
Man.
Anyways, well, I didn't cheat on her because we weren't together. But the point, we weren't together. We weren't together. We were just living together as fuck buddies.
Oh,
but,
okay.
But
yeah,
I brought another girl over and like did disgusting, immoral things to her in her
immoral,
bed.
sinful.
Yeah.
Just
yeah. No. Yeah. And then like she gets home like that night and just comes into bed and curls up with me and we fall asleep. And then in the morning, I don't know what happened, but I woke up and like my hips were already moving and I was hard as hell, you know. Like I had been like dry humping her in dreams, and I woke up in the middle of that. So I kept going, and eventually she like wakes up and like reaches behind and like grabs my dick, and eventually we start fucking or whatever, you know. And we get done fucking and we roll over and spoon or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And she grabs her phone and she's like looking through Facebook and we're laughing at memes or whatever. And she gets a text from her ex-boyfriend. And you know what the text said? The text said, "So we're getting back together, right?" And she fucking freaks out and like swipes up the text and she's like, "Okay, I think I need to talk to you about something."
That was
like, and I was like, "Is it about that text I just saw?" And she's like, "Yeah." And I fucking flipped, bro. And I was like, "You soulless fucking whore. I told you the second you have feelings for somebody, tell me so I can dip." And what do? You fucking... Because she told me, she was like, "Yeah, I told him I would get back together with him. I'm gonna give him a second chance." And I was like, "Did y'all like hook up last night?" And she was like, "We made out." And I spit on her neck.
You spit on her neck?
I spit on her neck because it was like, I asked her like, "Did you fucking kiss him before coming home?" Because she hadn't brushed her teeth between the time we got home and the time we woke up and fucked.
Oh yeah.
So I was like, "Did you fucking kiss him last night?" And she was like, "Yeah, we met." So I wanted to spit on her face, but it landed on her neck.
Oh.
And she was like, "What the hell is wrong with you? Behave." And I was like, "Fuck you, you fucking soulless cunt. I told you as soon as you catch feelings for someone else, tell me so I can leave." And what do? You fucking tell a guy you'll start dating him, and the first thing you do after that is you fucking wake up and fuck me. It wasn't her fault, poor girl. Like, it was my fault. I'm the one who was dry humping her in her sleep, and she woke up horny. It's like, but I was like milking the shit out of this. I was also a very manipulative, like, I was taking advantage. I was absolutely conscious of the fact that I had this girl here who was an absolute bitch who didn't care what she did to me. But at the same time, when she got caught, she like felt really bad about it and turned into just butter in my hand so I could do whatever I wanted with her. You know what I'm saying?
Man,
So I was
this is why women hate men.
Yeah, so I was very manipulative as well. So I made her feel like super bad, and I fucking punched a wall and broke my hand on the full white boy shit, and and I moved out and moved back home, and like we were sending like emails to each other the entire week I wasn't there, and eventually she like emailed me this huge like 5 fucking page letter talking about how could I have been so stupid I told you so long that I didn't want to be with you, but I've been in love with you this whole time. I already told what's his name I want nothing to do with him. I want to be with you, blah blah blah. And I was like, based, because I did not want to because I did not want to fucking live with my parents, and I wanted to go move back with her ASAP. Because I had a sweet fucking deal over there, bro. I was only paying, like, I had a lot of commitments at the time. I was helping out my family. I had debts. So, like, the most I could, and she already lived alone, so I moved in with her. And the most I could commit to the, let's say, $1,000 rent was like $200. So, and she was perfectly fine with it. So I had a fucking sweet situation going on.
Damn.
And
Yeah, that is a fucking sweet situation.
Damn, fuck buddy for
and that
$200
is-
a month with live-in. Like,
and I
oh
was
my
and I
God.
was and that is absolutely the only reason I stayed with that girl for 3 years. Absolutely.
Man, she's gonna hear this one day and like fucking kill herself for real.
I saved so much money. Yeah, she's gonna hear this one day and like fucking want to shoot me in the head because Aya came with me because she wanted me to pay some of her rent for her, and I'm sitting here bragging about how little rent I so if she ever hears this, she's gonna want to come at me with a goddamn machete. Like,
Yeah, that's understandable, I think.
Yeah.
How much longer do you guys want to stay on? I'm gonna go out for a smoke, so a while.
I'll still be
probably
here
gonna go
like
to
when
bed.
you come back. and
Wait,
we
no,
can
I'm just
smoke.
gonna go on my phone. I'm retarded. I forgot. Wait, wait,
Yeah.
I'll be right
I'm
back.
probably
Is
gonna
Big
bed
Poop
in,
Man
like,
still here?
half an hour. Or so.
He is here, but he is not talking.
Yeah.
Alright.
Stay high phone.
Stay high phone.
Stay up.
Based.
Yeah, and that girl was fucking. I mean, I remember like after all that drama happened with her ex, and she said she loved me and wanted to be with me. I moved back in with her, and like 6 months into the relationship, I knew when I met her that she had been like desperately in love with this other guy that was not her ex, and she had like full blown love letters to the guy written on her computer and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Oh my god.
Yeah.
And I knew the guy's full name and everything. And I like 6 months after all the drama happened, same situation. We wake up one morning horny, we fuck, we roll over, cuddle, and she's on her phone, and I see that she gets the notification from Snapchat that says such and such person has accepted your friend request. And it was that guy she had been desperately in love with.
Oh really?
Yeah, and I immediately told her, I was like, is that the, let's call him fucking Frank.
Jonathan? Frank.
I was gonna say Jonathan. Wow, that's scary. But let's call him Frank. And I was gonna say Jonathan, but that's too close to his real name. But, so let's say Frank. And I was like, is that the same Frank that you got the love letters and you guys went on a couple dates and you thought he was the one, but he didn't show an interest in you and you're crazy about him? And she was like, no, that's just some guy from my school. And I was like, and I knew she was lying to me. This is what I hated about the girl. I knew she was lying to my face, and she still did it and played the victim afterward. And I was like, Laura, are you sure? Because I saw his name. Like, she's like, no, seriously. He's just a guy from my school. And I was like, okay, Laura. And so we go to work or whatever, and we had planned to go to the movies that day. And after work, we go to the movies, and we're waiting like outside before we go into the theater, and we're sitting there talking. And she gets a snap on her phone from the guy, and that time I got a really good look at the username, and the username was just his first and last name, and I knew the first and last name of the guy.
Right, did you add
And
him up and shit?
Huh?
Did you start adding him up and shit? So I don't know, like, interrupt you.
Did I start adding him? What?
On Snapchat, like, did you take his username and add him?
Oh, no. But she got the snap from him, and she immediately like went to cover up her phone. I snapped on her, and I was like, Laura, I know that's the fucking guy. I know his full name, and I said his full name is such, and that's his username. Like, why are you lying to me again? We just went through this shit like 6 or 5 months ago. Like, why are you doing this again? And like, she was caught red-handed and was like, "Oh, I was just afraid you were gonna be mad," and he just added me out of nowhere, and I was like, "You fucking moron! This morning I saw that he accepted your request, not the other way around." You know? And
Oh
so
my god.
this girl obviously didn't even want to be with me. She was looking to cheat on me like at every turn. Lord knows how many times she actually did it, and I only caught her on the one. But
That is true.
she was looking to at every turn, and I just happened to catch her all the fucking time. And then I would break her down, make her feel like shit, then fuck her and build her back up and make her stay with me for another 6 months or so. And yeah.
Oh, you mean
Whatever.
like sociopathic manipulation, that kind of thing? Yeah.
Yeah, I definitely
gotta-
Yeah, exactly.
It is
That-
what it is, honestly.
No, that,
But
Yeah.
yeah.
That's remember like your ex was like saying like, oh, like I don't want you to get mad. Like I hate when girls play that card. Like what does that even mean? Like
Yeah.
that's the same thing my ex did to me. She said that to me so many times, especially when we were breaking up, about like, oh, like I didn't want you to get mad. Like I was scared.
Yeah,
It's
like, what the hell is that?
I never hit you in my life once. Never did like anything. Like did I lay a hand on you? And then you like pretending that I'm about to physically abuse you because
Exactly, bro. That's what made me
Oh,
so
I hate
goddamn
it.
mad.
I fucking hate women in that bullshit.
Seriously, bro.
I mean,
And
like,
it
sure,
was even, and
emotionally
it was even worse in her case because she knew she was in the fucking wrong. Like every time I caught her, it was a caught red-handed. Cannot deny this. She fucking knew it.
Yep.
And then
Let
it's
me
like,
say,
you're worried I'm gonna be mad when I just caught you red fucking handed? Like, oh my god, bro. I don't know. I get like it was annoying, but at the same time, it was just so easy to fucking make her do whatever I wanted. That,
Yeah.
I don't know.
I've caught my girlfriend like when me and my first girlfriends first started dating, like in the first like year, talking to her ex and shit, and it was like plenty of red flags, but obviously I was blissfully in love, you know. So
Yeah.
I just sort of let it go, you know,
Yeah.
and it's never been that sort of way since. Like I haven't caught her doing that sort of thing since then, but at the same time, it was super fucked up to like hide that from me and like
Yeah, bro.
make it seem like it was. She didn't really make it seem like it was nothing, but she made it seem like it was lesser than it was. You know, because I was like particularly vulnerable back
Bro,
then.
that,
You know,
girls just think talk is nothing. One of my old girlfriends, she had this one friend that, like, he was a dude, and like he would, like, apparently, like, according to her, he would call like people babe, like his friends, and like I saw her one time open a message from her, and it was like him, and I knew him like mutually from work as well, and he was like calling my girlfriend babe, like, hey babe. I'm like, well, why the fuck is he calling you babe? Like, why?
I used to do that.
Yeah, well, like, you used to do that, but she's my girlfriend, right? I'm like, why aren't you just telling him, like, hey, don't call me babe? Like, I don't want...
I guess that guy didn't like you. In my
He might-
case, it was.
He didn't like me, but I was like, how is that, like, not a thing? I don't, like, call girls I'm not
In my
into.
case, at my old job, there was this one girl from Venezuela. She was here because she had escaped Venezuela pretty much or whatever.
yeah.
And she was dating one of the other guys at the office. And this guy was fucking ugly. This girl was pretty with a nice little booty, and she's swelling, and she was such a goddamned angel. She was a sweetheart of a girl. She was a Christian, conservative. Just if she saw you, as soon as I got to,
This sounds too much
Huh?
like my situation.
this sounds too much like what?
My situation.
Well, anyway, and shut up, Chester. Come on. And this girl's a sweetheart. Every day I got to the office, like she was the first one to like run up and hug me and kiss me on the cheek and be like, "How are you? Good morning." Blah blah blah.
Aww.
Absolute doll of a girl, and she's with this fucking asshole. Like, just treats her terribly, and everybody in the office knows it. They're always fighting. Blah blah blah. And this other guy knew my ex, and me and my ex worked together, and this guy knew her, and a lot of my ex's friends from college worked at the same company as well, but I had already been there like 4 years before any of them got there, you know?
Yeah.
And they were all friends with this guy who was with this Venezuelan girl, and so the guy had already like throughout college, since he was older than my ex and friend, like established this kind of alpha male presence around them because he's older than them and were stupid. But
Yeah.
the moment that guy got hired at my job, I saw right through him that he was just a fucking ass kissing piece of shit. I hated the guy from the get go.
Thinks he's more than he is.
Yeah, but I played a keep your enemies closer game with him and like tried him and shit.
Yeah.
And as soon as 6 months after he got hired, his girlfriend, this Venezuelan sweetheart, got hired, and I would always like be very, very, very physically like, sweet with her and call her like babe in Spanish or things like cari, like sweetheart or something in Spanish, like in front of him to his face, because I had him figured out. I knew he was a pussy, and the only reason he got respect is because he preyed on younger kids at college when he was a senior and they were fresh. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Good. Well, that guy's
And
a bitch.
Yeah, he's a fucking bitch. Like I would be like in his face during lunch at the fucking table, like giving his girlfriend like hugs and calling her like sweet names and shit. Like,
I don't know
yeah.
how you kept up with that shit. Like I was like that was at the beginning of our relationship and it stopped. Like, cause I was so mad. I was like, what the fuck? Like, why would you talk to this guy and call you date? Like, no, like we're not gonna date if that's how it's gonna go down. Like that's retarded.
Dude,
Yeah, like,
this fucking guy even one night sent my ex-girlfriend a text saying like, yeah, Hugh has been such a nice friend to Jessica, his girlfriend, the Venezuelan. Hugh has been such a nice friend to her. She's crazy about the guy. She thinks he's the best guy. He's so nice to her. She really I could basically what I'm saying is I could just fuck his girlfriend whenever I wanted. It's a goddamn miracle I still have it. Like
Oh god.
sounds like a dweeb to send your ex a text like that too.
what?
He just sounds like such a dweeb to even send that text message.
Dude, he's older than me, even. He's older than me, and the guy is 32. He's 32? Fellas. His desk at work, fellas?
Yeah.
No less than 25 fucking goddamn Funko fucking Pops little. Oh my god. This dude is 32 years old, and when he went to see Avengers 2 days ago, he made like a fucking 6-paragraph long post on Facebook about it being the end of an era, and he had gone to see all the movies and blah. Oh my god, this guy. This fucking guy. Oh my god, dude. He's a goddamn loser, bro. Like he is very, 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 very lucky that I got a new job like a week after my ex and I broke up, because if I had stayed at that old job and my ex and I had broken up, I would have stole his fucking girl like in a heartbeat.
Man, you fucking should hit her up anyway.
That girl is a fucking absolute doll of a person and does not deserve to be with that fucking asshole.
Yeah. Oh god, dude. I've never been to the Cape shit. Never,
I was
I kind of understand why
I'm not gonna sit here and act like I haven't seen most of them in theaters and that I was a little excited to get into it, but I never spent money on a goddamn Funko Pop about a goddamn Marvel movie, or I never
have you invested thought
or I never
to
exactly. I never spent the entire week leading up to the movie posting about how I was so excited about the guy. Oh my god, dude.
Dude, I forgot that movie came out.
Grown 32-year-old ass man, dude.
Like, yeah. I knew that movie was coming out at the end of this month, but like, I didn't know it was like yesterday. Even like, I don't know. That's so embarrassing to me. What a weird guy.
Yeah. Sounds.
Like, well, I want to know what goes through their mind when they're in public. Like, yeah, you're saying this guy and his girlfriend. Like, what is he like with his girlfriend? Like, I want to know.
Yeah, bro. Yeah.
How
Yeah.
is he locking
Fuck
that
that.
down?
Just observe them in public and see what's going on.
What is that? No, not in bed.
See them awkwardly kiss.
Bed.
Does he
And
have
make
like
a
a...
weird fucking joke.
Does
you
she
know?
like really like sex
Oh,
and he have like a
God.
12-inch
I-
cock or something? Like,
I hung out with that dude and that girl a lot because we worked together. So we went to a lot of like after office functions or whatever. And every time they kissed, it was the most awkward thing in the world to fucking watch. Every time they kissed, the girl would pull away with the fucking straight lips, like not a frown, not a smile, just straight lips, like gritting her teeth, like, oh my god, dude.
That's, yeah.
I always hated that when I remember I started a relationship with this one chick, and then one of my friends I got then like hooked up with one of my girlfriend's friends, and then like I think it was in New Year's or something. They wanted like my girlfriend and I like got a picture of us like kissing with like this camera she got at Christmas, and then like they wanted to take a picture of my friend and like her friend like kissing. They've been dating for like I don't know, like a month now, and it was just the most awkward, cringy. Like it took like 10 seconds to take the photo. I don't know. I always like wonder like how are these people a couple? Like are you guys like comfortable in bed? Like
I honestly hate that shit so much when you see people like actually like trying to pose for things like trying to make it a point to like we have to take this picture. You know, we have to that kind of thing. It just makes me sad on the inside.
There's always like a girl in every group who like at every outing is like, we have to take our selfie.
Well, yeah, like her friend asked us, like, do you want to take a picture of you two kissing? And like we like just kissed like quickly, and like they took a picture. Like it wasn't like a big deal. Like, but then for some reason, like their kiss, like it took so long for them to actually kiss. You know what I mean? Like I don't understand. Like, I don't know. Like, aren't you guys been in a relationship for a while? Like I don't.
Like that? No. Personally, no, I haven't. I usually try and see those like fucking red flags like first thing and gauge it like that.
Yeah, I just don't. I don't know what happens in those relationships. Like, I don't know if one of them just has like is scared of like doing it in public. Like, is that just all that's happening here? Or?
I don't know. I need low maintenance people, you know, because I'm a pretty isolated person. So
I never pick up on red flags because I'm the type of dude that as soon as a girl shows interest in me, I'll fall in love. Like,
I'm kind of like that too, but I'm also just like super skeptical about most things. So I don't know.
No, I'm not. Like, I'll fall in love with a girl. Like, I don't care. Like, about. Well, I don't have time. I don't have time to pick up on red flags because I'll meet a girl at a fucking club, take her home, and then I'm the nigga who's like the next morning instead of telling her where do you live so I can call you an Uber, I'm fucking asking her like what she's doing today so we can see if we can hang out or whatever.
Oh,
like I fall in love. Yeah,
Nah, man. Like the chick that I banged the other day, I was like laying in bed. I was posting the Discord. I'm like, guys, like, am I allowed to like leave? Like, is this gonna?
Yeah, I remember. But
that's just sort of like dating, you know.
But like, the point I'm trying to make is like any girl who shows any interest in me, I will immediately make it my goal to like make her my girlfriend.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you like cling on to it. Yeah, exactly. I know. Yeah.
So
I have like that too a little bit.
I have no time to look for red flags until they present themselves in the middle of the relationship.
Yeah, at the worst possible times.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like it's always the same thing. Meet a girl, we hook up. She starts spending like fucking every waking moment she possibly can at my house. I get tired of her, and then there's the awkward breakup. Like, yeah, can you stop coming over so much? I'm seeing other.
Yeah.
Trying to bang other chicks.
Does this mean we're done?
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Well, and I remember one of them asked me that, and I was like, well, technically we never started to begin with. We were just kind of fucking. And she's like, what? And I was like, and I was like, did you think we were exclusive or something? Like, we never had that conversation.
Man, that's funny. I had a conversation like with a girl once. Like, she was like trying to get more serious. I'm like, you know, like we only fuck like for a reason. Like I'm like, you know, like
Yeah.
we're not dating. Like I've never called you my girlfriend or anything. I don't know what you expected, but
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
like we just fuck. Like haven't you noticed?
Yeah.
Yeah.
For me, it's always I make it. I'm a very like I'm a big romantic.
Mm-hmm.
So like every time I've actually wanted to make a girl my girlfriend, I've made a grand romantic gesture out. So
Yeah.
What kind of grand romantic gestures do you do?
I'm very romantic. Like I'm not gonna sit here and act like I'm not an asshole for cheating on my ex girl most of the time we work together. But I'm a good boyfriend. Like I do a lot of shit.
Well, let me hear.
Same here, dude.
What do you guys do?
Well,
I'll tell you what I did.
My ex-girlfriend confided in me like that she had been sexually abused as a child, blah blah blah, and I got her like to finally start therapy and
Oh, that's
start
very nice of you.
start treatment for a lot of the mental issues, and she improved like tenfold as a person because of. And she even like wrote me for my birthday, like one of my birthdays, this huge romantic card. Thank finally getting her into therapy and all that shit. So like,
damn, dude.
Yeah.
That's like
That's
one of the
based.
nicest things you could probably do for anybody, honestly.
Yeah.
Like, regardless of whether or not you break up or have a shitty breakup or anything, like
that. She'll be the first person to admit, maybe even after hearing this podcast and all the horrible things I've said, she'll probably still be the first one to admit that she's a way better person today because I finally got her into therapy.
No, but I'm sure she thinks therapy more than you.
Huh?
Well, yeah, but like.
No, I just
obviously
didn't hear what you said.
Well, like obviously she thinks therapy more than you yourself.
You cut out after therapy.
Obviously, she thinks it more than you than yourself.
well, yeah, but he's the one that like propelled her to do it. You know.
Yeah.
Like, other than that, she probably wouldn't have. So like,
I
what do
don't
you
know.
think?
She was a fucking pink-haired goth feminist who slept with me because I called her pretty. Like, obviously she had fucking mental issues.
Yeah, I like banging girls with mental issues. That's like definitely the best. Banging girls with mental issues.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Like 10 out of 10.
Damn.
Like it's the same with me, I think, for girls. Like, but I don't know. It's way better.
I met this girl.
I think
like,
they just like sex more or something. You know what I mean?
My ex-girlfriend. The way we met was she got a job where I was working, and I remember like being at work one day and my boss comes in. He's like, "Yo, this girl is doing her psychological evaluation because she's trying to get a job here. When she's done with the psychiatrist, you like let her out. You had a gate that you had to open with a key, and every employee had a key. And I was like, yeah, sure, whatever. And so I'm sitting there chilling, and at this time I had a girlfriend. And I was very happy with this girlfriend. I was even considering marrying. Like, unironically, this exact day that I'm talking about, when my boss told me like this girl is gonna finish her exam and you let her out, because I was the one who stayed like latest at the entire office. I was sitting there looking at fucking like engagement. Like I was online looking at engagement.
Damn.
Yeah, and so I tell her like, yeah, sure, just tell her to come here to my office when she's done. And she's like, sure. And so like a couple hours pass, and I hear this knock on my door, and I open the door, and it's just this pretty little. She was what, 21 when I met her? 22 when I met her. Adorable. She was very white with freckles. She had curly brown hair. Like it was an honest to God like I like opened the door and saw her and I couldn't speak. Like I thought she was so pretty. And she was and like I opened the door and I must have like my expression must have been one of like shock or something, because like I saw her like become physically uncomfortable, and she was like can you open the door for me? And I was like, yeah, you're what's her name, who's applying for a job, right? She's like, yeah, they told me you need to open the door. I'm like, yeah, sure, let's go. And
Before I do that, what's your sign?
yeah, we're walking down the stairs, and I ask her, so are you because this was a translation company I worked at, and she was applying for a project manager job. I was like, so are you a translator? Because most of the people who apply for project here are like, yeah, I'm in my senior year at such and such university, blah blah, and I was like, oh, that's cool. And I had the convenience of that a couple weeks before that, it had been pretty much Peruvian version of spring break, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And I told her, like, I remember when I was in college, because I was older than her, I remember when I was in college for spring break, we would go to such and such place, and I was like fishing for information, and she was like, yeah, me and my boyfriend went to such and such beach instead of doing that. And I was like, oh yeah, okay. So I knew she had a boyfriend, and I had a girlfriend at the time, so I just let her out of the office or whatever. And then I remember like thinking, as soon as I saw her, honest to God, as soon as I opened that and saw her, I was like, please, sweet Lord, baby Jesus, let them hire this fucking. And sure enough, they hired her. I remember, like, when she got hired, I was already like 2 years into a different relationship, and I was already like very settled into it, so I had like let myself gain weight and gotten fat and all that.
Yep.
And I was like, this is not a good look if I'm gonna have an office crush. Like, you know, and she's like 4 years younger than me, like all skinny and white. I can't be that. So I went back to the gym and like got on a strict diet just to get back the body that I knew I was capable of getting, and just walking around the office in tank tops, flexing, trying to get her attention and shit, dude. Like, while I had a fucking girlfriend.
Well, it's kind of fun.
Sometimes you just can't help that, though. Honestly, it's like
I wanted her.
Yeah.
I wanted her, bro. I wanted her. Like, as soon as I saw her, I knew I had to have her, like, in one way or another. And like every single day at the office, I was obsessed with looking at her and seeing what she does and talking to her and getting to know her as much as I possibly could and all that shit.
Yeah.
And then like a year after she got hired, things with my girlfriend were going very south, and the company said, hey, we're sending you guys, me and two of my coworkers, to Argentina, because they had an office in Argentina. We're sending you guys there for a month, or like 3 weeks, to work there and get to know the office and all that. Basically an all expenses paid trip to a city in Argentina. And this girl that I had a crush on was also going with us, but she was staying for 6 months to work there.
Shit.
And I was like, it's now or never, bro. I'm going on a trip with her. She's gonna be staying. The company had rented her an apartment for her to live in the entire time she was there, and I was at a hotel, and I was like, this girl's gonna be alone. This is it. Like, this is it.
All these signs lining up. For
Yeah.
you.
I was like, if I'm gonna make a move on this girl, it's gotta be now, because if I decide to stay with my current girlfriend, this other girl that I cheated on her with is gonna be gone for 6 months. I'll be able to get away with it easy. And I was like, and if I decide to break up with my current girlfriend, well, then at least I got Sosie I could be in it for like a year finally. And so we go on this trip to Argentina, and 1 week, for a weekend, we went up to this mountain like 3 hours away from the city we were staying at, and it was like this camping resort. And our boss, the CEO, went with us, and the employees got to stay in these bungalows that were like 3 beds per bungalow, and the CEO rented himself an entire private house in the resort. And
As
so
they do. Yeah.
and so he invited us like there one of the Saturday night to drink and have food or whatever. everybody just got wasted out of their minds. And then we were walking back to our bungalows, and I was talking with this girl, and it was raining. It was very romantic. I told you guys, I told you guys earlier, I'm a big romantic, and I love telling the story because it's very, very romantic. And and we were like walking in the rain. I was drunk, and I was admitting it, and she kept swearing to God she wasn't that drunk, and I somewhat believe her, I somewhat don't.
But if they're saying that, they're always drunker than.
Yeah, I believe her. She really wasn't. She wasn't as drunk as I. But she was drunk. She was saying she wasn't drunk at all. She was more than tipsy for sure. She was more than tipsy for sure. And we're walking in the rain, and it's like this resort in the middle of a mountain. So we're walking through woods, and it's raining, and we're on like dirt, and there's trees around us and shit. And we had already found like 6 or 7 tarantulas throughout the day, just walking around casually. So she was like walking. So she was like walking very close to me, like holding onto my shoulder or whatever, to my elbow. I mean. Man,
I'm getting so hard just thinking about this. Oh my god.
The fuck's wrong?
No, I am too. And she, and at one point she like starts to like she took a step, and it was wet. She stepped in mud, so her foot like slid forward, and she started like one of her feet slipped forward, the other one stayed where it was. Yeah, and she started she started falling backwards, and I caught her and like swirled her around and like brought her up, and she was like, "Wow, nice like."
Did you catch her by her shoulders, and did you like look eye to eye, and then slowly kiss each other?
That's fucking cute.
Well, if you'd let me tell it.
Sorry, it's just.
But no, she started falling backwards, and I was beside her. So all I had to do was put out my arm, and like her back fell into my arm. I was able to just pick her back up, and like, so basically, we were walking side by side, and she started falling backwards. So I put out my arm, caught her, and like swung her around, so we were like face to face, and like her hands were like on my shoulder. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And she was like, "Wow, nice reflexes," you know. And I was like, in my head, like, this is my moment. You gotta think like the fucking best thing to do right now. I immediately go into the kiss. And like she's kissing me back. And then and she was single by this time. That's another reason why I had said like this is my chance, because she was also single. She had broken up with a boyfriend like months before.
Oh, okay.
And, yeah. And so I kiss her, and like she kisses me back, but like a minute into it, like pushes me away, and I'm like, "Oh, I'm sorry." And she's like, "No, like I want to, but you're the one with the girlfriend, so I want to make sure you're making the right decision."
Ooh.
And I was like, and I immediately like grabbed her by her shoulder and pulled her back in and started kissing her again. and she was really digging it and started like kissing me hard. And I was like, this is it. This is the moment. I gotta like cement this moment with something that's gonna guarantee me pussy when we get back to the bar. And I was like, I told her now that I told her all this in Spanish, but I told her like, now that I caught you, because I had caught her falling, I told her, now that I caught you, I'm not gonna let you get away, or something like that.
Oh.
Damn, dude.
Yeah.
Are you cute?
And I'm very good, dude. Not only her, but a lot of my exes have told me I should write romantic novel shit. Like.
Not for real. That's really good. That's
yeah.
Very good.
I've done one line like that in my life. I was pretty proud of it too.
I'm very good at that, and
sometimes it just comes to you like that. You know?
And I remember like growing up, and even now older, I found like love letters my dad has written to my mom, and I know where I get it from. My dad is the exact. Like I've read love letters from my dad to my mom, and I thought they sound so close to shit I've written. Like I knew my dad was just fucking bullshitting. Like. I love my dad, dude. I'm like an exact copy of my dad. But anyways, yeah, so I told her that, and like we get back to the bungalows, but realistically there was no way to fuck because the men were staying in some bungalows and the women were staying in others. But before you got to the bungalows, there was like a reception lobby or whatever, and we just like hung in the. After we made out or whatever, we just hung in the back, far away from everyone else, and walked slowly back so they would all get there first. And we just like stayed on the couch in the lobby, like making out, fooling around or whatever. Like I wanted to fuck her, and she was like, "Don't start something you can't finish," because this was a resort. Like there were other people there. At any moment, like somebody else could have walked to the lobby we were in and seen us like hook up, you know?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
She was like, "Don't."
Risky shit.
And she was like, "Yeah." And so she was like, "Don't start something you can't finish." And I was like, "Okay, fair enough." And that was Saturday night, so I had to spend like the next day like covertly holding hands, flirting with her or whatever. And when we got back to the city that night, it was her and my other co-workers that were over there, and she was gonna go back to the apartment they had rented for her, and my co-workers and I were gonna go back to the hotel. We got back to the city and went to get something to eat before all going to sleep, and it worked out because the two co-workers I was with, besides this girl, was another guy and a girl. So I told the other guy, like, you take her back to the hotel and I'll make sure Laura gets back to her apartment safely. You know? And he was like, yeah, good idea. So like while we were waiting on our food to get there at the restaurant, I told everyone, like, I'm gonna head down to the corner store and grab some gum. I also grab condom.
I'm gonna go grab some gum.
Go grab some gum and some condoms. And so I walked her back to her house and went up there. I had already been telling her that whole day, like, get you fucking, I'm gonna fucking do this and that. She was so good. And then, like, we got home, we had sex. It was unironically the best sex I'd ever had in my life. We both said the exact same thing afterwards. And we ended up fucking. Huh?
Well, what'd you say?
We both said we were like each other's best sex we'd ever had. And we ended up fucking like 5 times in one night. That was crazy.
Shit.
Like I had to go out like at 1 a.m. and get more condoms because I only bought a 3-pack, and she was like, I'm not fucking without a condom. Not getting pregnant. Not getting.
Man, that's depressing as shit, man. I've even had like no condom after multiple condoms. I had that the other night. Like, I ran out of condoms, and then like,
She's like a super diehard. She's like a super diehard feminist, pro-abortionist. So like, whatever.
That's some gay shit, man. Like, even she like grabbed my dick. Like, I could feel she was horny, and she like, I had no condoms. So she just like grabbed my dick and put it in for me. Like, I was like, there you go. That's based.
I can honestly say with that girl, I never like fucked her to completion without a condom. At most, she would give me like 2 minutes, no condom, and put the condom.
Well, I didn't come, but like I just pulled out myself. Like she didn't like force me out. I just was like, I'm not coming into you, and pulled out.
She wasn't even with that shit. She was like, yeah, you can come on my face or my body or whatever, but you're pulling out, taking the condom off, and jerking off on me. Like, you're not fucking without a condom. And I was like, okay. And you know, and you know what? I was perfect, dude. You know
I
what?
love coming in girls. I don't like that.
I know it's great and all that, but I was perfectly fine with not doing it because I knew this girl on the off chance she was on birth control and all that, but on the off chance she actually did get pregnant, I knew this girl would go and abort my baby, so I was perfectly fine.
Yeah,
that's fair. That is fair, honestly.
Yeah. I want kids. It's a huge goal in my life. So I was like, if this girl accidentally gets pregnant, she's going to abort my child, and I can do about it. So I was perfectly fine.
Yeah, well, like, I don't know. I always wear a condom, but like, if she's like this was like an old chick from high school. The only reason that I would bang her without one, but like I was horny as fuck. Like I was not like leaving and getting a condom. Like,
I don't know, dude. I've been in a relationship for 4 years, and I've only worn a condom like twice. My girlfriend.
You've what?
So.
You've done
what? I've
only
worn a condom like twice with her.
Well, it's different in a relationship.
Seriously, bro? Jesus.
Yeah, it's very different, dude. I can't remember the last time. I don't even remember what it like really feels like, except for like the first time that I ever did it.
Man, I hate condoms.
I fucking hate condoms so much.
You know what sucks too? I always have to bring my own condom because if I don't bring a large condom, it doesn't fit and it's way too tight and I get super uncomfortable. So like I always have to have a condom on me. It's so annoying.
That's kind of how I felt most of the time too.
That's funny to hear, fellas. Like, I've used condoms more times than I have in my life.
Well, like, I've only done, like, uncondom, like, with,
it
like,
just
one
feels,
girl
like,
regularly.
Weird to me.
Like, one girl regularly, like, yeah, like, one girl regularly, and then, like, the off time, like, last night. Or not last night, but, like, a couple nights ago.
I'm not gonna sit here and act like condomless does feel infinity times better, but it's definitely conscious decision on my end to, like,
well,
be
if I'm
100%, to be 1010% sure I'm not finna have a child accidentally. I don't know.
See, I don't really, like, I don't fuck a lot of people.
I have to.
So,
Hugh, I was so horny, bro. I had to fuck her.
But even then, are you prepared right now to have a child with that woman?
No, I had to abort that thing, bro.
That's what I'm getting. That's what I'm getting.
I didn't come. Like, I didn't even pre-come at all.
Yeah, I never.
Yeah, we're not talking about specific hour scenarios now. We're talking on a broader. General.
Well, like, that's what I mean. Like, I've only done it, like, on an odd scenario. Like, he's saying he hasn't, but, like, yeah, I've only done it, like,
that's what I mean. Like, I was with my ex-girlfriend for 3 years, and she took her pill every day religiously, but she still made me, and I still wanted to fucking use a condom.
My one friend's girlfriend made him wear a condom when he gave her head, and I just thought that was hilarious.
Your one friend's girlfriend what?
Made him wear a condom to get head from her.
That sucks.
Oh no, I wouldn't. I would never say that.
That was hilarious. So I had to say that.
only one girl I ever hooked up with in my whole life told me put on the condom before getting a blowjob, and I was like, "Are you serious?"
I was like, "Nah."
I told her like, "Are you serious?" And she was like, "Yeah, I'm very clean." And I was like,
do you know how that shit works?
You want to go home?
Yeah,
I'm kind of tired. I told her like, I'm actually very tired. And she was like, "You brought me. Yeah, I told you my house was 10." She got so mad. She was like, "I told you I lived 10 minutes away from the club we were at, and you make me come out like an hour away from it," because I lived way further away than she did. And I was like, "Well, I didn't know you were gonna fucking make me wear a condom from some fucking head. Like, get out of here."
Tell me next time.
I know, right, bro? That shit's fucking mad. Like, I do the same.
And also, I threw it in her face that I was like, "Dude, if I was the woman and for any fucking reason all of a sudden I didn't want to, I would be a rapist if I gave you shit for it. But now that I don't want to and I want you to leave, you're gonna give me shit? You're a rapist. I want you to leave. Leave. I've said no. You don't have my consent. Fucking leave." That's what they would be talking about if the roles were reversed.
Yeah, just like, okay, like, I don't want to fuck you anymore. Like, get the hell out of here.
Yeah, like, leave.
Well,
they
like,
get mad. They get mad, but if a man gets mad and they're like, "No, come on, he's a rapist."
Yeah, straight up. Either way, though, I probably would have just said, I guess, we're having sex then. Because, like, I'm wearing a condom on, I'm going in the vagina. Like, end of story. You know, I don't know. Big butt, tell me the last time you hooked up with a girl.
Yeah, coming is pretty based.
It was so nice, bro. She was so short and athletic.
Somebody, dude. Holy shit. It's been so long.
Since
I know this is a very unpopular opinion, but coming out of a butt is way better than coming.
No, it 100% is, dude.
I don't think I've actually ever came inside an ass. I like tried it on once and I like didn't really care for it, and then I just do dodge. I don't care.
It's such a far superior like alpha power feeling than coming in a vagina.
Yeah.
When you come in a vagina, it's like you got all that extra space, but when you're in a butt, man, it's like everything's so tight around you the entire time. You feel every single pulsating like sensation, you know.
You can like feel how you can like feel how their anus rib shit.
Yeah, it's something that you'll never understand unless you do it for the first time.
Alright, well, like, see, part of the problem is, like, for a long time, like, I've just been, like, hooking up, so it's, like, I'm never, like, I don't really feel like asking a trip for you know, like, one of our first times, you know. Well, like, I only bang girls, like, once or twice, usually, and I, like, stop talking to them. Unless, like, it's, like, a fuck buddy, so, like, I never really get to the point where, you know,
You gotta try it with like a fuck buddy that you trust, or like that trusts you, you know, that you've been doing for a while, or like
Yo,
just be in a relationship for a while.
Yeah,
How
okay,
long-
that's a lot of effort.
Or unless you're, you know, fucking complete slut. Like that's all also different,
Huh?
but yeah.
What
How
year?
long have we been recording this shit?
We're at 2.5.
Are you serious?
Wait,
only
you're
did
still
like-
recording right now?
Yeah, we're at 2.5.
I didn't think you were recording. I wouldn't say
We
We were
only
still
did like an hour on the last one.
Yeah, well, this is 2.5.
I'm good. Like that's enough, right?
You're done?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Shit.
Yeah,
Well,
we should sign off.
I'm probably gonna.
Thank you
get
for
off.
listening to episode 16. I think it was.
I'm gonna upload this
Last-
raw, by the way. Like, I'm not dealing
That's
with.
fine.
Like, I'm not.
That's
I'm
fine.
like. I'm not doing any edit. They're not
Perfectly
rendering
fine,
it.
'cause
Alright.
I understand why you were annoyed earlier. So yeah, fine.
All right.
Yeah.
Because I don't even have
But,
anything edited. I'm not gonna do it.
Yeah, but the last one was supposedly called the evil episode
Yeah.
16, and this one was gonna be like good episode. I don't know.
Something like that.
Something like that.
Evil
But
edition.
I think these last 2.5 hours actually turned out to be one of the best podcasts we've done. We had a lot of
Yeah,
wacky shit
I was just gonna
We-
upload this as like actually the next podcast, and the other one just as like
Yeah,
16 and
absolutely.
then like random digits, and then people will just be like, what the hell is this?
I'm pretty sure we absolutely ruined Will Holt's brand new relationship.
Nah, he's fine. He's fine.
I
No.
hope not. I really hope
Dude,
not. But
No,
That was a
he-
major.
I'm
That was a
t-
major bro moment on his end. To
No,
marry
like-
that girl.
No, like
I would
I'm
never
telling
do
you,
that.
like I've
That's just
told
Will
no,
Holt.
like I'm telling you, like I know you guys didn't want to, but like I've told tons of girls this, and like it's as weird as it is, just the fact that it's like your own thing that you're into, like it doesn't really matter, you know, like
She's 19, but if I showed some fucking 27-year-old girl this shit, nah, they're not having it. Like,
okay, yeah, maybe at that stage in life, I'm still 21, I don't really
yeah,
know.
that's
But
what I mean.
I don't know.
Well,
I think he'll
yeah.
be fine.
Hopefully he's fine, but at least he was obviously very embarrassed by all of it. He absolutely,
yeah,
and I
he
think
was.
he didn't he even say he regretted it? Like,
Yeah,
He kind of he
he
was
was
like,
said-
I'm
yeah.
super embarrassed right now, and
Yeah,
like
yeah,
she can
yeah.
get your butt out.
This is the most embarrassed I've been in my life. Yeah.
Yeah. So
We
thank
had
you.
fucking 5 people. From
if
4
anyone-
fans
if
screaming for
anyone-
years.
Someone will like. You say if anyone, but like I'm telling you, like a good chunk of people do, and I don't know why, but they do.
No. Yeah, they do, but that's what's so base. But like, if anyone actually watches the hour-long Evil podcast and then says, "Well, now I gotta watch the other 2.5-hour one," and you actually listen to all this shit, like that's great.
That's base.
That's great. That's pretty base.
Straight up, PM me, bro. If you wanna do anything in game, if you're an OSG, PM me, bro. You see my privates on. Everyone in game can see me. Like my privates on, bro.
So thank you for listening.
If you want on the
This is-
podcast, PM me. Yeah.
This has been Good Evil, episode 16 of the OSG podcast.
Very good.
Very
Signing
good.
out. See you
Alright.
guys later.
Adios, amigos.